Good evening, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me just a little bit. If you can, I'm saying hello. Gonna start welcoming everybody in just a moment. Just gotta get myself ready. I've got a seltzer. Gonna turn down the music. All right, let me get this turned down here. All right, hopefully you folks can hear me loud and clear. Let me turn off the, make sure I have the mute unmuted. Let's see here. All right, hopefully everybody can hear me loud and clear. I'm all paranoid about my audio this week because last week I was so darn quiet. Hopefully I'm nice and loud this week. I have a good loud signal. This week, I know the last month I've been covering a lot of new people, and this week, this week, I shall be covering somebody new as well. But going to be getting back to my roots a little bit. Anybody who started here know that I've always been interested in Foodie. Foodie just went on a trip to Thailand. It is really interesting. It is really, in my opinion, it's interesting. I know maybe some of you might already be sick of it because I know everybody's been covering it, but this is my chance to cover it, and I'm interested, and I've intentionally saved some videos. I watched Skinny Queen's stuff on Foodie because she does really great coverage of Foodie. But other than that, I've really kind of tried to shelter myself from a lot of it so I can give a pretty fresh opinion here tonight. I also watched Kidney J's video, full disclosure. So let's welcome you in. Oh, and I have a poll in the chat already because I've been abreast of this situation. Oh, and also for anybody first-time listeners, I go by Dr. Phil. I like to host this show. I cover subjects relating to the reality TV of the internet, such as Girl World. Sometimes people call them lol cows. I don't know if that's always the best term. I like to call them eccentric people. I also like to cover things relating to health, in particular obesity and nutrition, and really fighting obesity, and but getting to a healthy weight, not just fighting obesity, because I know some people are trying to get their healthy weight up. It's not, so everybody's working on their own goals. And I'm somebody who myself, I have struggled with weight throughout my life, but I've been maintaining a healthy weight now for a few years, and I'm very happy to say that. So with that introduction out of the way, let's start welcoming you in. Nutty, welcome in. And thanks to all my mod squad. I know I got a lot of awesome mods in here, and thank you to all the wonderful chatters who come in. You're all very appreciated. Like Nutty's saying, if you could be so kind, please leave a like on the show. It helps out tremendously. And if you are not subscribed, be sure to click that bell if you'd like to see more of this content. All right, so yes, welcome in, Nutty. Welcome, Miss Empress Shavin in. Oh, hey, well, you know what? It's good to have you in early tonight. You're gonna get a treat with some good show. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, welcome in, Jamie. Welcome in, Purple Lilacs. Susie Q, good to see you tonight. Capricorn NJ, paging Dr. Phil. We got a reality TV of the internet emergency. Oh, little. You can't start without me. I can't be late, right? Excellent. All right, welcome in, Mouse Toes. Spooky Views, good to see you. We have a full house early tonight. Welcome. Has she been on today? I don't know if she's been on today. I don't think so. Oh, Empress is not hearing anything, but everybody else is. Uh-oh. Okay, well, hopefully we can get that solved. Oh, yes, let me finish welcoming everybody in. So welcome in. I was on Spooky Muse here. Let's see here before I got distracted. Welcome in, Sherry C. Welcome in, Detective Coaches. Good to see you. And Nancy, good to see you tonight. Okay, hopefully I've welcomed everybody in. My apologies if I missed anybody. Just be sure to type something in if you want me to see it, and I'm going to try to stay caught up on the chat. So let me share Foodie's trip vid, because this is the vid I watched some of it on Kidney J's channel, but I've not really given this a good look, and I am really eager to see this trip. So let me get loaded up here. One second. Let me put on my little bumper. I made my Bangkok Beeze bumper here. I got We got Salah in the trash bin, because if anybody's not aware, the husband, where's your husband, Foodie? He's not in Thailand with you, that's for sure. So okay, let's let this run just a little bit. Okay, and hopefully this week I have the audio a little bit better balanced. If Foodie's too quiet, let me know. I know that Foodie has always been very quiet, but lately she's had a good audio signal. So hopefully, if she could just pick one and stick with it, that's what I really hope. You know, Foodie, I like you being louder, but please stick with it. Don't start getting quiet again, because then you're gonna mix me up.
All right, travel day is finally here. Heading to the airport, and it is about 1:30 p.m. First, I got my favorite Scotch latte from Mug.
Let me pause to welcome a few more folks in. Olga K, welcome in. Good to see you. Hopefully you're having a good night. Cheese toasties. Anybody who knows Foodie in Thailand loves those cheese toasties. Did she get run down by a scooty? I saw her almost get run down by a scooty recently. Salah in the toilet. I didn't even think of that, JV. I should have done that. I didn't even think of that. Yes, absolutely. Hello, Empress Evident. Good to see you. Okay, so let's let Foodie run for a minute. I'm going to speed it up just ever
with extra ice?
Slightly. Okay, so we see Foodie pushing her cart. So I heard that Salah said goodbye to her in the video, but I did not see him yet in this video, and we did not see him pushing the luggage cart. So let's hear what she has to say.
Here, checking in. First time trying.
It's a little quiet.
Air. I'm flying with them on air this time, so we're gonna go check in. Let's go. Hey guys, so I just checked in my baggages. Had one big suitcase in my carry-on. Was able to check both in. Use the restroom. Now I'm gonna head to my gates for my first leg from Kuwait to Oman, and then it's gonna be Oman to.
I'm gonna miss you, babe.
I'm gonna miss you.
Okay, there's Salah. I was wondering. We didn't even see him at all before that. I'm gonna miss you, babe. Look at all the love here. Look at that big romantic hug and kiss. You know how they are, Foodie and Salah. There's so much love. Look at that.
Thank you so much, you and the pets.
Oh, just take care of yourself and have a safe travels.
Thanks, babe.
I love you so much.
Love you too.
Yalla, goodbye, honey. Cute.
So cute. So cute. And I want to get your opinions. I know we've had a few days to ruminate on this now. What do you folks want to posit as your theory for why Salah is not on this trip? Because I mean, there's so many possibilities. Did they know in advance that he wasn't going to go? Was this a last minute decision? Was this for financial reasons? Was this for visa reasons? Was this for? I mean, like I said, there's so many. We can discuss that alone all night, but I don't want to just discuss that. But I definitely want to get your opinions on that.
I hear goodbyes.
Oh, me too.
Take care, honey. I love you.
Love you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Yes, that's one thing I want to mention also. I don't want to get too far behind, but I know that the weather in Thailand is super hot and humid. I mean, compared to Kuwait, it's not as hot on the thermometer. But I do not believe Foodie when she says, "Oh, it's a little good. It feels better. It feels better than Kuwait." She has been so sweaty in every video we've seen of her. To be fair, in Kuwait, she never left her apartment really. But even when she did, she looked really hot, but she didn't look as sweaty as quickly. Now she just looks so hot. Like just when she was in the store today in the market, just that little short walk, she was already sweating, soaked down. So yeah, that's not a good thing. Welcome in, Daniel Basher. I hope you're having a good night. He likes to rub on the lotion. Exactly. Welcome in, Doris. Hope you're having a good night. Yes, not even a hug. Not even a hug, and just such a there's no romance at all. And I'm not somebody who, oh, you got to make out and grab each other. No, you can be modest, but there's nothing there at all. That's nothing. Like friends give each other a little bit of a hug. Even like two friends will give each other more of a hug than that. They'll give each other a little something. Welcome in, Wooly. Yes, Nutty. Foodie's always leaning in for a hug or something. All she ever gets is a little pat on the shoulder like a dog. When he says it, he doesn't sound like he hates it. Agreed, Susie. And that's another thing too. Somebody said this to me. I don't remember who it was, but I was in a different chat, Kidney J's chat or something, and somebody was like, why didn't she just say, oh, well, I don't want to go without my husband, we're just going to postpone the trip? I mean, I understand, all right, I understand if some of it wasn't refundable, but why would you want to go at all by yourself? Like, what's the point? You're just going by yourself to stay in a hotel room. Like, I cannot even get it. I cannot get it. With his visa, that's a good theory, Jamie. Welcome, it takes the cake. She looks like it. Welcome in, Blue Eyes. Welcome in. Hey, Elizu, good to see you. Welcome in, middle of nowhere. He's lining up another Pay Piggy, another K Bella type, or is this one going to actually, is he going to get the money up front this time? All right, folks, I've got to have to just let the video play and just read some of your chat silently because I don't want to get too far behind.
So it's my first time flying with Oman Air, and it was okay. I mean, the seats were pretty comfortable, on par with Qatar Airways, I found. Good thing is we had a middle seat in between me and this nice lady sitting with me, so that was nice.
Okay, this is a theory I had. Does anybody else think that maybe she was going to try to hustle the airline to get Salah in for free? Like, here's my theory. She knew she needed to buy 2 seats for herself. So she said to herself, hey, I'll buy 2 seats and I'll just try to bring Salah along with me and see if we can get him a boarding pass and just say the second seat is for him. And if the airline doesn't say anything, just squeeze him in and the 2 of us can go. And I think she was trying to do something like that, maybe. And the airline said, hey, that's not going to fly. You need 2 seats for you. If you want him to come along, you need to buy a 3rd seat. And we don't have a 3rd one on this plane. That's a possibility. I don't know how realistic it is, but that is a possibility. I could see Foodie trying to hustle a free seat for Salah, knowing that she was going to need 2 seats anyway. Because the tray table, somebody told me this in a chat before. I don't remember who it was, but somebody who was either a flight attendant or who was on a lot of flights had mentioned that they cannot serve hot food or drinks without the tray table being extended. So
Nice.
Foodie needed that. Yep.
Totally gross, but there was a hair in my window. I didn't even notice until I'm editing this video. Sorry, guys.
Well, it's definitely not her hair. Look how long it is. 30 days, right, Jamie? 30 to 60 days even. Oh, that's an interesting theory. Like canceling at the last minute to get the empty seat. Well, that was my theory. Just overflow to a seat. I figured you might try it. That was not her hair. All right, this footage right here is not really too much as far as excitement goes. But yeah, that's somebody said about how getting red in that heat. She is definitely getting very red in that heat. I saw a Foodie just walking around, and I couldn't help but think to myself,
Better 05? Yeah. There you go. The woman sitting next to me asked if I can film out the window for her with her phone, so I was helping her with that. Look at all the desert. Wow. Bye-bye, Kuwait.
and by the way, for anybody, also I have just a little bit of news. I don't have any actual video of this, but I heard that King Cobra is, or Nal is visiting King Cobra, and he's been MIA. So they're allegedly back together. I don't know if that's true or not. It's a rumor, but that's what I heard. And also later tonight, I've got a new person for our Under the Influence segment. She is a beezer. She is also an influencer and a feeder. I think feeder porn, but definitely some kind of a feeder. I don't know exactly what she does.
So the flight to Oman was short, so they just offered a snack, which was a vegetarian curry chickpea puff and a piece of cake, and it was actually pretty tasty. And I had some pineapple juice with it. I love curry chickpea, so this was actually good. The sun was setting as we were flying into Oman, and it looks incredible from a plane.
All right, so that little chickpea puff, that thing didn't look that good, but it didn't look that bad either. I mean, it looked kind of caloric though. Probably, let me get a look at the size of it again.
Of actually chickpea, so
right.
This was actually.
I don't know. That's hard for me to judge the calories on. It looks pretty calorie dense. I'm gonna say 300 calories for that, at least. She also got a pineapple juice you can see in the background. And it looks like a cup of fruit, I'm going to say, like a fruit cup. So,
actually good. The sun was setting.
Not a big snack, especially not by foodie standards. But for the average person, that would be a decent snack.
As we were flying into Oman, and it looks incredible from a plane.
Oh, wow. I heard I don't know if she said, I thought she said she did take it with her. But if she didn't, that would be crazy. Welcome in, House Hannibal. Hope you're having a good night. Anybody not aware? I'm sure most of you are aware, but House of Hannibal does a great channel. Hannibal is a great host. He has an awesome channel. Definitely be sure to check him out. Yeah, I think so. Interesting. I was not aware of that. See, I have not been staying up on recent Josh stuff because I watch some clip channels, but those clip channels haven't really been posting as much of late. 500 cows.
What you're seeing is genuine unease and fear. There was quite a bit of turbulence as we were approaching Muscat, and I was terrified.
Thank you. That's a good, I always forget. I don't know how I could forget this, but that's such a great point. Foodie's diabetes. She is so unconcerned about her diabetes because being on a plane, I doubt she brought her insulin in a carry-on. I mean, maybe she did if she was, I don't know how she would travel with it. I don't know what plans she made. I assume like you would bring it in a cooler, like with an ice pack or something like that. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of.
It's pretty empty here.
She looks kind of warm.
The Muscat airport. Going to transfer.
All right, first of all, I want to say, just my general opinion, just as a person, I like the look of this airport. It looks very clean. It looks very peaceful. The lighting is not too harsh. I mean, and it just looks like a peaceful place. They have an automated walkway, and also it's very not crowded. I don't know if that's just the time she got there. She just lucked into a time when there's no crowd, but it just looks very peaceful there. It's not loud.
Some very unique sitting areas. Looks like sand dunes. So my gate is A09. So I'm going to be looking for the A gate. Duty-free store.
Ooh, welcome in, name omitted. And that is an excellent point. I am also surprised she's not using a wheelchair. I actually have a theory. I mean, she doesn't show us the whole thing. My theory is that she used a wheelchair or a cart for part of it. But then again, let's consider this actually. Hold on, actually. Let's think about this for a second. Foodie, if she didn't have a motorized wheelchair, she would still have to push herself. And if she had to push herself up an incline or something, that would be even harder than walking probably. So, yes, Olga, yes, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. So even if she had the wheelchair, she probably couldn't do it. just toss it in her backpack. That sounds like not very smart. Well, for her, that's high speed, right? But and it's actually sped up. But yeah, Foodie does enjoy a very leisurely pace. I mean, at her weight, you can't expect too much more. But she's looking very tired out, even though she's on the what do they call that? A people mover? It's not an escalator because it's flat.
I'm tempted to go buy a lipstick at Clinique, but I'm gonna wait to spend my shopping money in where I'm going. All right.
Foodie has that Cyrax disease where when she gets angry, her eyes go in different directions.
It's her this way. Let's go confirm our flight. Wow.
You can really hear Foodie's breathing, which is always concerning to an extent, and especially if she's going to be walking around in that humidity. I don't know if you folks are aware of this, but I was raised in South Florida. That's one of the most hot and humid places in the United States, and it's very hot and humid by almost any standard. You know, we average over 90% humidity over there, except maybe in the winter, and it averages well into the 90s. And it feels like it's in the hundreds when you factor in the humidity. So it's hot over there. It's brutally hot. It's maybe not quite as hot as Thailand. It's maybe just a little bit less. And I just can't even imagine Foodie in those multiple layers of clothes in that kind of heat and humidity. That's heat stroking. That's gonna get heat stroke weather. And with her blood sugar problems, she's gonna experience some kind of a health problem at some point.
This looks cozy. I'm out of breath, yes. A lot of walking.
That's a good point. They were going to government offices. That is Empress Shavinin with some good insight here. They were going to government offices. I remember that. Foodie was like, oh, Salah needs to go get some paperwork done. That is a reasonable explanation, too. It would explain why it was kind of a last-minute thing. But one thing I did hear for why it's one reason people mentioned for why they think that Foodie realized this was going to be a problem before it happened is because like the last 2 weeks leading up to the trip, she was eating like crazy. Even for her, she was eating like crazy. And she was just seemed like a lot more upset. And she had like a rant where got deleted off YouTube where she went off on the reactors. She just was like, seemed to be very agitated in the weeks leading up to the trip. That could have just been nervousness about the trip, but it could have been knowing that there was an issue with Salah's visa. Well, yeah, he doesn't have exactly the Cyrax disease. I was making a bit of a joke, but you're right though. It is something that seems to occur sometimes. My pet theory for Foodie's eyes is that when she gets very swollen, one eye socket swells up more than the other, and it makes her eye kind of like bug out, and like it makes one of her eyes look weird because her eye socket, like the fat around it, swells up, and it kind of pushes her eye, and I think that's what it is. That's my personal theory, but who's to say for sure, right? Yeah, she is walking in the roadways of Thailand in that heat, and she could think about it. She could tip over in that heat, and somebody could run over her with a moped or something, and they would crash their moped. Their moped would be totally wrecked. So yeah. That would be pretty bad for them, right? Oh, when he got his paperwork done, that's a good point. As the spouse, you can provide verification for somebody's residence and for things like that. A lot of times, a spouse can provide information for that kind of stuff. At least I think that's what you're referring to. All right, let's let this run a little bit. I'm gonna read your chats. They had the call to prayer. You notice Foodie didn't even try to say, oh, it's the call to prayer. I got to do my prayers. She was just like, oh, listen to that. It's the call to prayer. Isn't that cool? Didn't she realize that the call to prayer is for her? Did she realize that it includes her? Does she think it's only for other Muslims? Maybe that's what it is. She's like, that's what it is. She thinks the call to prayer is for other Muslims. Like she already prayed, like, oh, I already prayed this month. That's for somebody else.
Whoops, wrong way.
She gets the call to prayer and lets it go to voicemail.
Wow. What a nice airport.
Welcome in, Nirvana.
Seriously.
Must not be left unattended at any time. Any baggage found unattended will be removed and
We got a spa here. Doesn't look too busy. Plenty of.
This looks like such a nice, peaceful airport. But yeah, I sympathize with anybody going through that extreme heat right now, that extreme humidity. That's tough. Make sure you're somewhere with AC, and make sure you have plenty of cold drinks, and be sure to get some water and hydrate, because soda pop, especially if it's loaded with sugar, is not going to hydrate very well. Alcohol will dehydrate you. So drinking beer or wine is not really good. That's actually the last thing you want to do if you're in the extreme heat, unless you have plenty of water and you just want to have a beer for some fun, and you are well hydrated. That's different, but don't drink it in place of water. Agreed, Nutty. And I will say that also. I think you're right about that. I like that Foodie's getting some exercise, and that makes me question something. Does anybody else think? I used to say to myself, well, Salah is a healthy presence for her because she feels some shame about eating in his presence. So she eats a little bit less, and because he has the credit card or whatever, he's the one who goes to pick up the food, maybe she gets a little bit less because of that. On the other hand, having Salah means she doesn't need to do any exercise. She never needs to get anything for herself. She never needs to walk anywhere. So, yeah. Well, that's fair too, Jamie. That is fair. I mean, I don't really know. By the way, for anybody not aware, I am not really a doctor. I just go by Dr. Phil. I think it's a funny joke, but it's a funny pun. But if you need a real doctor, please go get one. And I'm talking to you, Foodie, right now. If you're watching this, you probably do need a doctor right about now. You don't look well. All right, let's let this run a little bit.
Seating. So I have another over 6-hour flight ahead of me. Can you guess where I'm going? Yes. Thank God for these conveyor things.
I didn't know that, Susie. I didn't realize that she was already having such a bad time.
It's very busy here. Maybe it will be an empty flight. That
Good
would
point.
be cool.
Foodie's out of breath.
Stretch out more.
I mean, right now she's caught her breath a little bit, but when she was on the mover earlier, she was totally out of breath. And she's lucky they're so wide. But I guess that's like a modern design, so they can have airport, so they can fit like wheelchairs and stuff on there too.
When I get to my destination, guys, I'm going to talk more about everything, so stay tuned.
Oh yes, and welcome in to anybody I've missed. My apologies, I missed anybody coming in. Thank you to all the chatters and the lurkers, very much appreciated. And if anybody's watching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'd like to get your opinion as well.
Be patient. I can't wait to get there. Have a coffee shop, Caribou.
Foodie is still a little bit out of breath. She's not panting like she was when she was walking, but that's not, I mean, I'm going to harp on this a lot because we're going to hear a lot of her breathing tonight. But it's just her body is like always in trying to catch its breath. Like she never really catches her breath unless she's sitting for an extended period of time. And even then, if she starts moving around a lot, she's going to start breathing heavy again. That's no way to live. When I was at my heaviest, I would get out of breath sometimes, and it was no fun. And that was one of the things physically that made me want to lose weight. That absolutely made me want to lose weight. I remember getting out of breath, and it was not fun. And I actually kind of forgot about it until now that I'm thinking about it. But I used to get out of breath sometimes, and it was not fun.
Here it is. That wasn't too bad. Duty-free store.
Yep.
People waiting. All right, let's grab a seat. If there is one.
Yeah, I got to point it out. And welcome into anybody I missed. I'm probably missing a few people I know, but we joke about that. But she actually said she couldn't use the exercise bike or the elliptical. She said she couldn't use the exercise machines because her fupa got in the way. She would hit it with her knees. And I'm not even trying to be funny. She said that herself. So yeah, it is what it is on that. Oh, that's a good point, Empress Shevin. They did have a Scooty. There's a good chance it would be built for somebody who was a lot smaller. It's not likely they would have one that would. Yeah, she would have had to get a special one for her size. Her breathing is not good. I mean, it's not as bad as like HFC, who sounds like really sounds like bad. Her breathing is really bad. But Foodie's breathing is not good. It's not good. And you can see she's a little bit sweaty here. And this is inside the airport. How do you get sweaty inside? I mean, maybe it's really hot in there, but I doubt it. That airport looks pretty comfortable. And nobody else seems to be uncomfortable. So this is why I question when Foodie says that she doesn't mind the weather in Thailand. I think she says she doesn't mind the weather because she doesn't want to admit that she went from one place where it was burning hot and uncomfortable to another.
I cannot stop sweating. Okay, so in case you haven't guessed, I'm traveling alone. When I get to my destination, I'll explain why. Because I forgot my tripod in my luggage, and I don't really feel like holding this up to explain, but I'll let you know everything when I get to my hotel. We'll have a chit chat. So just enjoy the journey of getting to where I'm going, and I'll talk to you soon. Oh my gosh, this nice old man just brought me my passport and boarding pass because I left it over where I was sitting over there.
She forgot her boarding pass and left it over there. That is so, like, when you think about it, that's got to be, I mean, just imagine, because she doesn't speak the language, so she would have had to, you know, she would have had trouble. Who knows where it would have ended up? She would have taken her twice as long to find the lost and found, to find where, you know, that would have been a nightmare if she had left that there. Although it would have been easy to find her because there's not a lot of 500-pound women in a hijab.
Can we board now? What time is it? Ready to go.
All right, Mouse Toes, my interest is piqued. I have to ask, what is Sky Lounge? Is that like a club inside the airport?
Babe, I wish you were here. Okay, I can't wait. I'm gonna spoil the surprise. I'm going to.
That's actually a good point. On those machines there, she probably would be over the weight limit. But I'll say this, a lot of those machines have a pretty high weight limit, like much higher than you would think. Like, I don't know what it is safely, but a lot of them are built like for like these big heavy bodybuilder types. And they're built for people who like, they're built pretty heavy because a lot of that weightlifting equipment is built for guys who are like well over, you know, who are going to use it pretty roughly. But she's heavy enough. She might be over the limit though. She's probably over the limit to use it safely. We could say that.
Bangkok.
Oh, was anybody else surprised by Bangkok? Like, that is the most unsurprising surprise to me. Like, I think I even said that out loud, that I thought she was going to Thailand. Like, where else would she even go? Like, I think people said she only had like 3 choices. It was Thailand, Cuba, I think Malaysia was the other one. There was like one other place people said that she and Salah could both go to.
I'll explain everything when I get to the hotel, like I said.
Oh,
Here
wow.
It is.
It's funny she ran into that woman and it was like, oh, you're pregnant again. Congratulations. I thought, did you give birth already?
I'm in the middle row and no one's sitting beside me. Woohoo! So this was the one and only meal service on this.
Welcome in Steady Z. Hopefully you're having a good night. And I'm jealous of that cool weather. I do enjoy it down here in the South for the most part, but sometimes it gets a little hot. Most of the time it's a little hot, but it gets nice in the fall. All right, so this is Foodie's meal. This meal here, these noodles look relatively healthy. They don't look too appetizing, but like there's no cheese on here, so that looks good. This looks like a bun, I think. That looks like a little tasty little piece of brownie. So the vegetables don't seem to have any dressing or anything. So this looks pretty low cal. This looks actually pretty healthy. This pasta, maybe 300 calories maybe for the pasta, 350. Because there's sauce in there as well. I'll say 360 calories for the pasta with the sauce. The brownie, 120 calories maybe for the brownie. 150. I can't really tell how big it is. The bun, another 100 something calories probably. So, and this soda, this is probably sweet soda knowing Foodie. If it's not labeled, it's probably got sugar in it. So I guess altogether we can estimate for this meal 700 calories or so, which for Foodie is nothing. That's nothing for Foodie.
6.5 hour flight. and the salad had no dressing, the pasta had no cheese, and the bread had no butter. But honestly, it was actually really tasty. The tomato sauce was really good.
That foodie said it was really tasty with no butter, no dressing, and no cheese shows that she was probably really hungry at this point. But when is she not hungry? But maybe it was just good food. I mean, not like foodie eats a lot of good quality food in general. So if this was actual good food, it probably was better than she used to.
And I was starving, so I ate it all. Yum, yum.
Yep. Oh, thank you, Mouse Toast. Yeah, Skinny Queen, I think, was one of the people who also, I think she was the one I think who would give that list of the places. She
At the
was always
busy
up on that.
airport in Bangkok. I'm gonna have to get a SIM card soon.
It's a good point, actually.
All right, I got my SIM card already, and that took like 2 seconds. So, and it was cheaper than I thought.
All right, so she had to get a SIM card. I guess this is, I guess SIM card is for anybody not aware. I'm not much of an international traveler, but I've heard that, I've heard this, so I assume it's true, that you have to get that your cell phone doesn't work when you go to a foreign country because they have their own network. So you have to get a card to get onto their phone network.
1,200 baht for 30 days of unlimited 5G data and calls. All right, we have to check what carousel our luggage is coming on.
That's a good
It's
point.
a very big area, but that was a blast or breeze.
Yeah, for somebody who travels regularly, that sounds like a good deal.
And did you know that it's 60 days now for a tourist visa here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Where's Oman Air?
That's a very foodie thing to do, actually. That's a good point. Just to be so careless, like you would watch that thing like a hawk. Like if you go to Disney World, you don't lose your ticket, right? Like how could you lose your passport? Like that's pretty crazy, right? Oh, Nancy, hope you're feeling well. I didn't realize you weren't well. Hopefully you're doing good. Yeah, that's a good point. Foodie, I think, was hoping for at least 2. Considering, well, Foodie, from her perspective, she paid extra money for that extra seat. And part of it was that so she could get the meal, because they couldn't serve her the meal on her normal seat because the way her fupa belly area sticks out into the seat in front of her.
Yeah, where's my stuff?
Oh,
Get
jeez.
those. All right, let's see if my boat ride is here. Let's go see.
All right, so she's already breathing hard. This is the Thailand airport. The airport itself looks pretty nice. There's nothing to complain about there. And I thought one thing also I have to point out, and I'm not somebody who, I'm not a fear monger. I'm not somebody who likes to get people nervous or worried. But Foodie being by herself in a strange country, that's a little bit dangerous. And I'm not saying I'm not trying to insinuate anything crazy, but just a scammer, a robber, anything, right? And if you're in a strange country, it's not that Thailand itself is so dangerous, but she doesn't know where she's going. There's dangerous parts of every country, and she has as somebody who's a foreigner, she doesn't know which areas are safe, which areas are dangerous, and she could wander into a dangerous area. Now, it seems like where she's staying is like a tourist type of area, so it's probably pretty safe. But still, it's just, if I would not let my wife go by herself to Thailand. I wouldn't let her go by herself to any foreign country, unless she was going like as part of like a business trip or something. You know what I mean? Like even like it should have to be part of a trip or something. Like I wouldn't want her just going off on her own. Like it would have to be part of some kind of a group.
Bye-bye. Bangkok Airport for now. It's so humid, I'm sweating buckets.
Right?
So I just wanted to get to the hotel after this long travel. I had serious jet lag and I was so nauseous. I was coming down with something, and because of the traffic.
Foodie says she's getting sick. Does anybody think that it's actual illness, or do you think it's more just like her blood sugar being out of whack because she's and her body just being tired out from all the exercise that she's not used to doing? I think that's reasonable. And if she made up that story about the guy giving her the passport, that's pretty crappy. Because, you know, that's like, why would you make something like that up? That's wishing bad luck upon yourself.
In Bangkok, especially in the morning, I had to endure another hour and 10 minutes ride from the airport to the hotel in the back seat. And I just had my eyes closed the whole time in between filming these little clips for you guys because I was so nauseous.
All right, I must say, this little view looks really nice. Like a lot of parts of Thailand that Foodie has shown us haven't really been look too good. This area looks genuinely nice. Like this looks like something down from like the waterfront in South Florida. This looks like a really nice part of town. This ferry here, this you know, this river looks kind of clean. I mean, it's got this nice trees and everything. This looks like South Florida actually. Looks a lot like South Florida.
Nauseous. I don't know how I held my composure, but I somehow did.
Yeah, okay. She does stand out.
When I say I was literally almost starving,
I was thinking that her standing out is makes it more dangerous, but in a way it also protects her a little bit because she's very noticeable. Like she's somebody who, if she goes missing, people would notice. Like the people running the hotel would notice if she just disappeared. Like again, I don't think that's gonna. I mean, if worst comes to worst, who knows what's gonna happen? But that could help her too. It might not be all bad. And what is this? This looks nasty. What even is this? This just looks like chicken salad or something, like chopped chicken.
I swear, I haven't eaten in like 11 hours and like running around the airport. Now, I know I said I don't like eggs.
With Foodie, that's what would happen.
Fried eggs this way, like with basil. Anyway, this is all halal.
That's smart.
And I'm gonna like eat because I'm so hungry. I've been craving Thai food. It's minced chicken with basil, fried egg and rice. I'm so hungry, and like chili.
And that's what I think Thailand is like, from what I heard as well. Like there's some rough areas right near the tourist areas, and some of it's because of the tourists. So it's not necessarily, it's some of the tourist areas that are some of the worst. Welcome to Dieta. Fair point, Elizu. I mean, again, I think it's something where I think it would depend where where she was going, and I think it's a big difference trusting somebody who's got experience, who's maybe been a world traveler, traveled when they were younger maybe, versus somebody like Foodie who doesn't even leave her room most days. And Foodie physically is so out of shape, she couldn't even run to catch a bus. Like she's not physically equipped to travel. Let's forget mentally for a second. Just even basic physical stuff. Like what if she had to get on a bus and the bus stop, or she had to get like on a tram and the tram was at top of like this big high staircase? She couldn't do it. She just couldn't do it. So, I mean, even just that little stuff is part of why you wouldn't want Foodie to go anywhere. Well, I mean, in Thailand, maybe Thailand, I guess it's still out of Foodie's price range, to be fair. Yeah, green name omitted. Foodie's funky in the best of weather. I get lost easily, too. Those sound like fun places to visit. I heard a lot of cool stuff about Japan.
So I'm going to eat this, shower, and sleep, and I'll see you guys. I wanted to film more.
Yeah, like seriously, this looks nasty. Like maybe it tastes good, but it doesn't look good. Like it looks like chicken salad with soy sauce. And there's an egg on the side. Like it just looks greasy and mushy. Like it doesn't, like I don't like this kind of texture of food. Like I'm not somebody who likes like mushy platters. Like I don't like Mexican like rice platter type stuff. That's what this looks like. This is like an Asian version of one of those Mexican platters.
On the ride back, but I was so tired. Oh, anyway.
Yeah, it's
I'll
not
talk
that
to you guys
crazy.
later. Okay, I really needed that rest. These
minced chicken and basil. Maybe it tastes good. It might be one of those things that tastes good and just looks kind of nasty. Because sometimes that stuff that doesn't look good can taste quite good.
pillows are so comfy. Oh my gosh. Hey, CPAP.
I missed that, Denise. Well, and welcome in, Denise. I don't know if I caught you coming in earlier, but I missed her saying that. Foodie really said she didn't have anything to eat for 11 hours. That is BS. She does crave everything. Foodie eats every 2 to 3 hours from what I can tell. Or even more often. Speaking of disasters with Foodie in Thailand, remember the night market that burned down? She and Salah went to that night market and it burned down when she, like the day after they went there. Yeah, good point, Elizu. If you don't know where you are, you want to try to at least not stick out and look like somebody who Foodie is victim written all over her. And she she does fall for scammers. She's got a history of it. Yeah, the fact that she can't run away. Well, she's got that funk works like a skunk, right? Keep them off.
I smell Thai food everywhere. There's a place here across the
I love that. I smell Thai food everywhere. Well, you are in Thailand.
road I want to try. I think it's for food. We're going to try that one of these days. And there's these little fishies. Isn't that cute?
Welcome to Seafood Pie. Hey, no problem. I always appreciate the lurkers. Anybody watching the replay, thank you very much for coming in. Hope you have a safe drive. Mark Ween's restaurant. I'm not familiar with what they sell at his restaurant, but the food she got from the vendor, I saw her getting some donuts. Let's see what she gets here. Oh, and these I think these are called koi. They look like giant goldfish. I think they're related.
I'm probably the only person who thinks fish are cute, or no?
And I like fish.
Hello.
I mean, I think fish look cool. I actually had an aquarium when I was younger. It was too much work for me though at my age. I wasn't ready for it.
It's like a jacuzzi for the fish.
Yuck.
It's hard to cross.
That's a good point, Elizu. I mean, people will. The natural assumption is she must have some money, especially if she's out traveling in a foreign country like that. Even though they'd be wrong, that's what they're going to think. People wouldn't be wrong to think that, even though it's not true.
It's hard to cross the street
It's the right way to think.
There's constant motorcycles going around. I want to see what this lady is selling. I'm curious. It looks like fruit, maybe? Oh my gosh. And I'm like on a side street too. You gotta...
Welcome in, Sherry. I don't know if I welcomed you in earlier, but thank you. Thank you for coming in. Have a great night.
You gotta fight for your right to cross. What is here? Oh. Garlic and vegetables.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Thank you, Denise.
Just checking. I don't want to get run over by a bike. Oh my gosh.
I mean, this area looks very touristy. It looks very friendly to tourists, so that's certainly working in Foodie's favor. But I do agree with you. She stands out. She's a mark. She's somebody who falls for scammers. She's also too physically out of shape to even be able to run away, even if she tried. Like there's not even a question of if she could get away from anybody who wanted to just mug her. They could just rob her and she couldn't do anything.
I gotta get over. Here's the 7-Eleven. This here is a spirit
cool.
house. They give offerings out front of every establishment. They believe that it.
When I saw this, who else thinks? And I don't know if anybody here is familiar with this, but I don't know if they do this in Thailand. But I know in other places, like at shrines, what they'll do is they'll put offerings at the shrines, like incense. And like they have here, like they have incense and they have those little trees and candles. And I know that sometimes they put this money. It's like money for the spirits, and it's not real money, but it looks like money. It's not counterfeit money because it's not meant to be used like money. It looks like money, but it's not. It's like decorative money, I guess is what you'd say, like prop money, and it's meant to be used in the shrine. How would you want to bet that if Foodie saw a stack of that money sitting there, she would take it. If she saw a stack of the funny money there, she would think it was the real stuff and she would pocket it.
Protection. So, whoa. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get hit by a freaking. Okay. Let's see what they have down here. Now they used to sell these little donuts. Is this the donut person?
Okay, Nutty with some education for us here. The dish that Foodie had was called pad kaprao. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It's a spicy basil stir-fry dish that can come with ground meat and is topped with a fried egg. It is the only dish at Fed Mark. Interesting. Okay, now, see, I'd be open to trying it. I think it would just have to, one of those things where I would just close my eyes and take a bite because it certainly doesn't look like something I want to try. She could just roll away, right? She could just float down the river.
donuts.
Okay, a fresh donut shop. This is exactly the kind of stuff Foodie does not need. And look at these giant bags of frosting they have. These are, did she get an entire bag of frosting?
Okay, so we have 4 bots each. So we'll get...
And as far as donuts, it's all about how they cook them. If they cook them right and they're made with fresh ingredients, they can taste really good. If they're stale, or if they cook them in old oil or in cold oil and they get greasy, they're lousy. Oh, and speaking of donuts, I had a Dunkin' Donut the other day and it was awful. It was awful. When I was a kid, I remember they were pretty good. I had one the other day. It was so cold and greasy, and it was just like a grease ball. Maybe some of them are better in some places, but I was so disappointed. It was not. I didn't even finish it. I barely finished it. I did finish it, but I didn't like it.
5. Yeah. 5, please?
5 please.
Yes.
You can mix.
Sure. Yeah.
That's fair.
They're so good.
I'm thinking that she goes back here to get more later. I think that she keeps going back, hoping that it'll be a different person each time because she's embarrassed to buy like 30 at once. Maybe? Because I know she said she went back to 7-Eleven like 5 or 6 times because it was that she was embarrassed that the same people kept seeing her. Oh, is this a tea kettle? They also have tea there, it looks like.
Do they come with a sauce? A sweet sauce? Yeah, yes, please. Yeah, sweet sauce.
All right, so that's okay. So they didn't give her the giant bag of icing. I thought they gave her that giant bag of icing. I was gonna say, wow, that's wild, even for Foodie. They gave her the smaller little cup. That's still a pretty decent sized cup of icing.
All right, now I'm going to 7-Eleven to see if I can get something for my sore throat and some snacks for later.
You know, that kind of fair stuff, a lot of times it looks good, but it's not always as good as it looks. And sometimes it is good. I'm not going to say it's never good. Like sometimes they really, you get a stand, they really know what they're doing, they got everything going just right. But a lot of times it's not good, it's overcooked, or it's greasy, or it's undercooked, or it's, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's very hit or miss, I think is a good way to describe that fair food. In my experience at least, it's hit or miss.
I'm not going to get like a real dinner. 33 baht for laundry detergent so I can do it in my sink.
Interesting. Interesting. So Dunkin' Donuts over in Jordan is better? Is that what I'm sensing here, or is it just he's just not happy with the donuts in general? Jeez, wow, I'm not okay, so there's a consensus here. Dunkin' Donuts has gone downhill. Downhill donuts. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts, I guess, what are these inhaler things? These are interesting, but I don't really know what these are. Like, is this like a Vapor Rub kind of thing? It looks like it has herbs inside, though. Like, and the price here, I'm assuming this is baht. So that's not too expensive. That's like, what, $3 or something? $2?
Very popular. Yadam. I'm going to try the original for now and see how it goes.
Okay, so what's...
It's a
This is, you can't really see it too well here. It's got a rooster on it.
inhalant. Now for my throat. This is all cough stuff.
Okay, and over-the-counter medicines over in Thailand, I am not sure, but I know that some places in Asia and in I think even in Europe as well, they sell over-the-counter. I think they sell over-the-counter codeine tablets. That's what I think they sell. I don't know if they sell those here, but I certainly hope Foodie doesn't start buying any kind of over-the-counter drugs or go to the doctors there or anything, because that's something that she doesn't need.
I can't read Thai. Cough drops?
Oh, that sounds good. Well, welcome in, Fallen Angel. Hopefully you're having a good night. Exactly. Fresh donuts and sweet sauce, then heads to 7-Eleven for something for her throat. That is a great point, Capricorn. Foodie is so self-destructive in that sense. And she should be using Google Translate. Exactly. That way she could, I don't know why she's not using that. Like some coffee? Oh, Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Okay, that makes sense. The coffee there is okay. Yeah, I guess that would get people in there, even if the donuts aren't very good anymore. Americans are willing to pay a lot for food. I'll say that, for the most part, at least.
Lozenges, there we go. Okay, let's antiseptic. Let's try this.
Interesting.
And let's try what are these? I don't know. Let's try some of these 45 baht.
Okay. Shout out Sansa. Sansa Cooks with the info on this one, that these are like a herbal form of Vapo Rub. Okay, so they're not anything like toxic, or I guess obviously they're not toxic, but they're not anything like addictive. It's more just something people use for their, like a medicinal type of thing.
Okay, I'm back from the store.
Okay.
And I'm super hot. Wow.
Whataburger's a good one. I'll say that. Interesting.
All right. It is humid. It's not even, compared to Kuwait, it's like not even that hot. Like when I landed yesterday, it was like 28 degrees, but it's humid.
You know what? I could relate to that. I'm somebody, when I grew up, I was always eating all kinds of junk food. My family always gave me a lot of junk food and a lot of like over the counter. I'm thinking about the medicine. They gave me like the instant noodles and stuff, and when I got older, I had to really teach myself to cook and to eat better. And now sometimes I get lazy with my cooking, but even when I don't do a lot of cooking, I still try to avoid most of the worst stuff. And it's a struggle. It's a long-term process. You know, it's something you just got to work on long term. And as long as you're doing a little better each day, that's all you can ask for, right?
Humid, so it sticks, you know. So, all right. I picked
Foodie's
up,
live. Okay.
You saw what I picked up.
All right. I got to do it. Normally I don't, but I got to cover Foodie live, and I really am. I told you tonight was going to be a foodie episode. So, all right, let me get that.
These donuts. They're like fried dough.
I'm gonna get that right now.
With this like sweet coconut I think it's like a pandan sauce. So let me just try one for you guys. Beauty bite. I won't even. My tongue is gross, so. But it's like swollen, but there's no white spots, so in that case, they say that it's like a viral thing. It's not bacterial, because if it was bacterial, there would be white spots. So, yeah, make sure you stay hydrated. Yeah.
So Foodie is sick?
I'm trying to. I'm just like depressed also because
Ah.
I don't feel at home. Like I just want to be home. Like I hate that I have to be away from my husband and my pets and
Agreed.
but I also don't feel at home. Like I feel at home in Kuwait, but not totally because I'm not Kuwaiti. I'm not, you know, from there.
I like that, Mouse Toes. I agree with that.
So,
But she can't though. Foodie doesn't have that internal strength. She's not the kind of person who can do that. Well, welcome to Skinny Queen. We got a live coverage of Foodie tonight.
thanks, Teardrop. I'm okay though. I mean, I'll be all right. I have to tough it out. Like I have.
For anybody not familiar, that's my good friend Sarah Jane, Skinny Queen Reacts. She does a lot of excellent Foodie coverage. Be sure to check her out.
My return ticket. I
Yum.
really don't want to, like, I feel like I don't want to be here. Like, and I feel like I don't have energy. Like, I feel sick. Like, I don't feel well. Like, I'm always sweaty. I have this tonsil issue. My sciatica because of this freaking bed. Travel UK.
Welcome in, Diana.
Hi,
Hope I
Alexis.
missed you earlier.
I don't
Welcome
want to
in,
go to
Avista.
Canada either. Like, at all. I don't.
Oh,
I'm just in
you
that-
think that she was sick before she even got on the flight? That would make sense because she got sick so fast after landing.
That's why I didn't go live. Like, I didn't end up going yesterday because I scheduled the shuttle and then I'm like, I don't feel good at all. Like, I'm not gonna, like, how am I gonna go walk around a
Wow.
mall when I'm like sick?
Welcome
and
in,
spread?
Oranges.
Like, what if it's a virus? Like, no, I don't think so.
So
Agreed, Hippiesta.
I feel like I
Hope you're
have to
having a good
rest up
night.
a little bit more.
Oh, and happy birthday to Hippiesta. Let's also. I know Hippiesta just had her birthday a few days ago. Last week she mentioned it. So happy birthday in the chat. If anybody wants to throw a happy birthday to Hippiesta, you're more than welcome to do so. Happy birthday, Hippiesta. You rock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, her face. You're right. Like one side is red. Look at that.
You feel.
One side of her face is
Anyway.
red. It's like black and blue almost.
Hey Saints. Hi Teardrop.
Wow.
What did I miss here?
Yeah, it looks like somebody punched her in the face or something.
I don't think I need to go to a doctor. Like I'm not gonna go out and go to a doctor here. Like it's gonna overwhelm me.
Oh, you think she's just drama
like,
farming?
I've had the reason I know is because
Maybe.
I've had this so
Maybe.
many times. Like it's just my tonsils. Like it's my immune,
I
like
gotta
my
turn this down
body
just a little second.
response to like being sick, like a virus. Like you know.
Oh, the eye
And it
makeup.
always it goes away, but it's like takes a little while. It's not COVID. I've had COVID twice. This is not COVID at all. Thanks, Mila.
I respect. I think you're right though. I mean, it may not be nice to say it, but it's basically true. Foodie, decided to buy one.
Next.
She tried to buy a
That's
husband with
another
Natter,
thing, like,
but
speaking of lemon Z, and people are like, smoke weed, but like I tried a bit, and like it made me feel worse. Like it made me feel like I haven't had any in a long time, right? Since Canada, and even just a little bit, I was like, I was more dizzy. I was paranoid. I didn't want to go out anywhere.
yeah, Foodie's such a good Muslim now. She can't even smoke a lit. She even tries just one hit, and it's just it's too much for her now. She can't do it. She doesn't like it. Doesn't feel good. So yeah, she's definitely not going to be doing that. And don't even worry about her using it. She doesn't even like it anymore. She hates even the thought of it. It just makes her feel sick.
Like I became super hungry, and I just wanted to sleep. Like I don't know how people function on getting smoking Mary Jane
Poor thing.
throughout the day, because for me I'm done. Like I'm done. If I have some, I'm done, and I feel more.
Yeah, after she smokes, like she doesn't have the energy to sleep all day. She doesn't have the energy to eat all day. Like she just can't, she just can't do her normal stuff after smoking. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to close out the poll in the chat pretty soon. So if anybody hasn't had a chance, please cast your vote.
Depressed. Like it affects my mental health worse. Like when I'm under the effect of it, I'm just like, I hate
Very
how
broad.
I feel right now. So I don't know. It's like it affects me different now. I don't know why. But even back in Canada, you saw, like I would do it, and then I would just go to bed and eat. That's it, So hey, golden girl, me and Beeze. Yeah, but that's like I don't know how people don't feel negative about. Like I feel
Yes, indeed,
negative
Diana.
when I do it. Last
Yummy.
time I smoked, I needed Xanax.
Welcome in, Shelly.
Thanks, YouTube lover. That's what Salah said. He's like, just
Foodie does look bad.
I have to go get my bagels downstairs. I ordered bagels and cream cheese, which is probably not good for your throat, but what can you do, Yanni?
Maybe.
Like, I don't want 7-Eleven every single day. I'm just grumpy.
Well, welcome in, Wookiee Lover.
Thanks,
you got
Mom.
such cute
Not
pets
with
there.
you guys, just in general.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
so
let's go
cute.
downstairs and get my bagels. I can't just go back to Kuwait. Like, I'm not going to ruin the whole trip,
Yep.
Well,
I'm not just going to go back to Kuwait and ruin the trip.
Like
BS.
a month, I'll just tough it out. Just wanted to vent about it. Just how I'm feeling, I feel frustrated. Like why I came here, I was all excited.
Foodie
Now
wanted to vent. She already vents enough letting out all that gas.
I'm sick, and I feel like I'm never gonna feel better. All I want to do is rest. Like I expend some energy, and then I want to rest because I feel worn down, just worn down and dizzy. I need to get some mouthwash. I need to go to the 7-Eleven later and get some more water. Thanks, Otter League. Thank you, guys. I know I shouldn't have dairy with it, but
Everybody make sure to hydrate.
I don't want edibles. I just don't want any marijuana.
Her chat are such trolls. They're
Makes me
telling her all to get
depressed
high.
now. I don't know why.
Foodie.
Yeah. Don't
Irresponsible foodie.
I'm just gonna so I just want
Yep.
I guess to let you guys know
I really wanted to go out on an adventure yesterday, but I think I'm gonna need like.
Does anybody think this lens, some people said there's a possibility Salah might be hiding in the room somewhere. If he slugged her in the face, that would explain this. But yeah, it looks like she got punched in the face. It actually does.
Maybe a couple more days to just ease around here. I need to get some salt. I need to check 7-Eleven for some salt, Golden Girl.
She needs some salt?
So much
What's going on with
meds.
that?
Yeah.
Welcome in, Ruby.
That's the thing. My anxiety is pretty bad right now.
Foodie looks like your face is swollen and red. I don't know. It's not looking good.
I don't know. And I'm literally like now terrified to go walk on the street.
Oh, anytime.
Like people don't play. Like it's like you'll get run over.
She's afraid to go in the street?
It's so busy. I hate busy like that. You know? I like adventures, but I also have like limitations, you know, that just get in the way. And
yeah. Well, she said she needs salt, Nutty. You know, that's a great way to get it, those cheese sandwiches.
It's physical a lot, but that I can like push myself. It's the mental barriers that get to me. Like you know, weed bad, but bagel and cream cheese good. Bagel and cream cheese doesn't make you depressed in the brain. It doesn't affect your brain. Can you get high off of cream cheese? I have my reasons. I had to come alone for now, like I said.
Oh, you might be right. You might be right.
But it's nothing personal. It's just, it's personal for us.
Agreed.
It's nothing personal the way I'm not sharing with you guys. A small town, yeah. Even Salah, we're compatible that way. He doesn't love big crowds. He hates it. He hates malls. You know, his dream is to live in like...
I gotta skip ahead in the chat a little bit, folks. My apologies.
A remote, rural area. And I don't mind that. Just being at peace, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna see if this jackfruit ripens up. It's starting to smell good. Yeah, I think it's gonna ripen. Woo, woo! Woo, woo! Brittany!
I get that feeling, too.
You get tonsillitis all the time. Gargling warm stuff and water, drinking chamomile tea helps.
They gotta be off the chart.
Maybe we'll go later to 7-Eleven, just not right now. I need to like eat my breakfast, take my medicine. I can't take my metformin. Like I can't take my metformin because I can't swallow it. Like I'll choke. I choked on one. I had to like...
She said she can't take her metformin without choking? Is it possible her throat is closing up a little bit?
Go like this. So, I don't know.
You think so?
But...
Yeah, she won't even admit it. She keeps saying it's private. It's private.
I get tonsillitis a lot. Thanks to BBJ. Your bees are status.
Respect,
no,
Fallen Angel.
Leslie.
Respect.
Yeah, thanks for caring, guys. Thanks for, you know. Yeah, I can eat, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat the bagel. We'll see. I'm
oh, wow.
I'm
Okay.
scared
Thank you
to
for the
try,
info.
Like yesterday, I shouldn't have eaten this, but I did. I smoked a bit and I got so ravenous and I just wanted to shut in. I thought, oh, I'll just smoke a little bit because when I go to the movies, it's going to be cool, you know? And then I smoked and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, agreed, Ruby. She's got to get it down somehow.
Thinking, like, I'm like, I can't go take a shuttle bus and go to like a mall. It's so big and it's overstimulating. Like I closed the curtains. I ordered American Chinese food and I almost got a big chicken ball stuck in my throat. But
okay, so she said she ordered Chinese. She smoked some weed, stayed in. All she did was eat, and she got a big ball of chicken almost stuck in her throat. Foodie said she has a sore throat, and it does sound, maybe she really does have like swollen tonsils or something, because she's having trouble swallowing. That's dangerous.
But that's the thing. It gives me the worst munchies.
She could choke.
It makes me unmotivated. You ever hear that song? I was gonna do this, and then I got high. That's me. That's me. Forget it. If I smoke, I'm done for the day. Sounds like a good time, ECP. You pooped? What? Scapegoat Marie. Cream cheese made me depressed once.
She could swallow the halal wieners whole, but...
Speaking of which, I gotta go down to the lobby and get
exactly,
everything.
right?
You don't know how much I have somebody take. I have a go.
Oh, and by the way, shout out to Detective Cochise. He said he's reporting it. His picture, he looks like he's doing great on his weight loss. I know he's been working hard on that, and he's been getting some good results. So shout out Detective Cochise on that.
In life, somebody to go get everything for me. Like, and don't feel bad for Salah because he insists. He does not want me to go out if I don't have to. That's why the 7-Eleven, no, remember? He's very.
It's not good
like,
to
some
stop her
people see it
meds.
controlling, it's
Absolutely not.
protective, like, you know, he's like that. Like, he has to do it and get everything for me.
Didn't even make it a day or two. She didn't even make it a day, I don't think. And she's trying to say,
like,
"Oh, I didn't even like
obviously.
it. I didn't even like
Well, you're
it."
there for a month. Last time we were in Thailand.
Right?
We have our reasons.
It's.
Just know we have our reasons, okay?
What was that? We just have our. I gotta rewind that. Why is he not in Thailand? She said we have our reasons. Is that what you said?
He has to do it and get everything for me. And I like that, obviously. Well, you're there for a month. Last time we were in Thailand. We have our reasons.
Oh wow.
Just know we have our reasons, okay? Don't die because you choked on a chicken ball.
Oh, I'm sorry, Elizu, but you're tough. You're a tough cookie. I know you got it.
What do you
Respect.
mean I drove high? Where's your proof of this? Because I had a vape pen. It was like a CBD pen, anyways. That one. So I
Woohoo!
kept
Skinny
it with me
queen.
for anxiety, but
Rocking it.
and I don't know why I took a hit of it, but I wasn't even high. But remember, you guys thought I was burnt, and and I was at Papa
I think
John's,
so.
and you called the cops, and they shined their flashlight in my face and said, "No, you're not."
Tenant
There you
coach is
go.
the inside
Hey,
info.
Vanessa. Every time I fly, I get sick. Yep, I got.
Steady C, I hope she brought it with her. I think she brought at least some of her meds. I don't know if she brought enough, but I think she said she brought the metformin because I think she said she was having trouble swallowing it. But I hope she brought the insulin as well because it could be she's ill, but it could just be high blood sugar, some of this.
COVID once. Oh, my cream cheese bagels are here. Let's go. Hi, Lollipop.
Yeah, you got
Hey,
this,
Brittany.
Elizu.
I look feverish. I think I am a bit. And I had a feverish dream.
Agreed.
I
Fantastic.
should wear a mask, yeah. But I don't even think I have one here. By the way, Brittany, it's starting to smell good. I think it's gonna ripen soon.
Be strong. Be strong.
This piece I think is ripening, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. It's gonna ripen. I
Yeah,
can't
it's
wait
not
to eat
cute.
it.
It's not.
Go on an adventure. Didn't you hear that I'm sick? Yeah.
That's the
I'm
that's
here
the
for
trick
a long
though.
time, so
That's the
I
trick.
do plan on taking you guys to a night market as soon as I feel a bit better. Maybe a couple days. Give me, for now, if you guys want to keep me company and help me with my anxiety because I feel very nervous. I feel very out of place. Not out of place,
Do
but
you think that Salah likes her to be codependent? I think that's what you mean by he's made her. That's what I'm assuming you meant, by the way. I should double check before I say.
alone.
Well, I'm going to close the poll in the chat. Let's see what the results
very
are.
alone in the world. I didn't go to the cinema. Pea soup bees. Being sick is 100% an excuse for me, yes. Because, you know, I do try to push myself, like even to come here, you know.
Okay, so I'm going to read the results really quickly. How long till Salah joins Foodie in Thailand? 62% say Salah has no plans to join. None at all. 25% think he's going to cancel. That is over 85% who think he's not going to make it over there. That's pretty big. 8% think he'll make it in about a week, 4% in about a month. So only about 10%, 12% of you think he's even going to make it there at all. That's Salah. We don't have any faith in you, bro. Whoops, wrong one. Hold on.
But I didn't think I would get sick like this. Like, I feel really dizzy and hot and just my throat
Oof.
hurts and I'm tired. Why are they calling me?
Smart.
I already paid. Come on. Well, I just had a conversation in Thai. I don't know how that happened, but I didn't even speak any.
Oh, wow. Maybe.
Okay, let's go check. Let's go check.
Hey, everybody, it's
Yeah,
okay to
thanks,
treat
yeah.
yourself
I
at
know,
times.
I feel I need to go find some Tylenol and I need to go find some ibuprofen and all that crap. I don't feel like doing anything.
Yeah, she's not going to feel better unless she does something to help herself. Her throat look bad.
When? When is Salah coming?
I could go back to the very beginning real quick and let's see here. If anybody, oh, here it is. Okay. Let me go back to the timestamp really quickly. There we go.
Like, your tonsils are not supposed to touch your uvula, okay?
Okay, so
They're
here's the
supposed to be
picture.
on the side. So,
That's Foodie's throat. Oh, geez. That doesn't look good. But to be fair, I don't know what her throat looks like normally. Everybody, hope you got a good picture at that. We're going to go live again. Actually, we're going to go back just a little bit and run
I don't
it
like going in the elevator.
on
neither.
higher speed.
Hate it.
All right. Let me go back to where she leaves the room. Okay, we're going to go back
Can
1
leave
minute.
a tip, like, you know. After the fact, we can pay with your card.
That would explain why she's so
Okay, let's go get
nervous.
our food.
That's awesome, Elizu. Having a
My
friend
friend,
or a family member
you
is
only
always
get a
help
bite.
is always a great thing.
I'm scared. Ew, I have a pepper in my tooth. Don't mind me. I'm not taking good care of myself because. I
Welcome to
don't feel
Danger
good.
Otter.
Oh.
Yeah, agreed. Bring at least something, right?
Hey, Nacho Man. Is the
Yeah,
stream
it's not
messing
cute.
up?
I agree.
My screen-
I like the idea of people doing things for each other and helping each other out, but it's not cute when you can't function on your own. It's different when you do little stuff for each other because it's cute and you want to help each other. That's different. But when you're sitting there waiting for somebody else to come help you, that's different.
My yogurt? Hemorrhoid? No. I don't feel good.
Yeah, just basic stuff. Agreed.
I don't like going to the
Ketoacidosis,
elevator
you think? It could be. She looks terrible. That's
Sorry, I
awesome.
just gotta hide.
That's gonna. That sounds like you're headed for success because that's gonna keep you honest. Oh, she ordered food. Did I miss that? No wonder she ordered food even though she felt
Which
ill.
elevator
Okay.
is it gonna? Oh, this one.
Yeah, I agree. The hardest part with keto is getting started. I did keto myself before. I didn't really do it as well as I should have. Like I didn't like I did it. I ended up not eating enough of the right stuff and just kind of turned it into just like a starvation diet by the end. But I was doing it right for a period of time. And when I was, the beginning was the hardest part. Once I got into the groove, it wasn't so bad.
No.
Yeah, the beginning's tough.
Pretty little one. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oops.
That's a good point.
Sorry. Oh. Oh no.
She's due for it.
Thank you.
Okay, that's cool.
I thought we were at one.
Hey, nutrition is the way to do it. Yeah, they don't look good. Yuck. If she keeps having tonsil problems, she should get them something. I got you, Skinny Queen. Not like Julia. Yeah, Foodie does not wash much. He treats her like a little kid in some ways. Sorry. Oh, I should have put up a trigger warning. Anybody who gets triggered by extreme nastiness in the mouth, my apologies.
There's my bagels.
Ouch.
Hey, Tracy. All right.
I have no clue at Beista. I mean, if Chantel needed to go to the hospital by herself, how would she even get there? Like, she would have to hire a car, but she wouldn't know where would they even drop her off? Like at the emergency room with all the other tourists, or with the locals? Like, I have no clue. Like, where would they even drop her?
Hey, Bryn. Yeah, it's toasted with
You're right, she's getting bagels. That's
cheese.
an excellent point. She just got bagels delivered. She just got freaking bagels delivered downstairs. She's so sick, she goes downstairs to get the medicine that she needs, or that would at least help a little bit. No, she goes to get freaking bagels. Bagels! Bagels are loaded with carbs. They're high in the glycemic index carbs. That's not what she needs. It's the opposite. She's making herself sicker.
Monty.
Purulent. Ooh, new word of the day from Old K. It's not pussy, it's purulent. I think I'm saying that right. Purulent? Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. All right, I got to get a better look at her chin now.
There's a poster here that says, take time to make your soul happy. Travel is an investment in yourself. I need room service.
They said travel is an investment in yourself. Take time to make yourself happy. And she's like, I need room service. They're basically saying take the time to go travel on your own. Go make, travel for your own sake. She's like, I need people to bring me stuff in my room.
I heard a bump noise and I was like, did it just break?
Agreed.
Oops, wrong one.
I'm interested in seeing.
Make up my room? Yes. Here. There we go.
Foodie's they're gonna have to carry her out if she eats all those bagels.
Make up the room. Oh, garbage.
If Foodie eats that entire thing of bagels, they're gonna have to carry her out in a food coma. At this point, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when she's gonna need to be hospitalized for her blood sugar, because it has to be out of control at this point. She just keeps eating more and more and more carbs.
Oh, thank you, pretty little one. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's so kind of you. Thank you.
Awesome. Wow, that's sad to hear.
Oh, wow, Sophie. Hi, Lizzie. Cricket. Let's see.
I missed her feet. I didn't see her feet. I don't want to kill back. All right, I'm going to go back just a little bit just to see her feet. All right, I think we can see her feet from here.
Should I make up my room? Yes.
Not really getting a good look at them.
There we go. I can make up the room.
All right, I'm just going to go back to where we were.
Oh, garbage. Thank you for entertaining me. Lots of beezers. It's night where you guys are.
Bagels.
So this is a
with cream cheese and
Parmesan
stuff.
oregano with olive cream cheese. Let's see if I choke.
Good point. This one with a sore throat eating these giant crusty bagels. Those kind of chewy, crusty bagels are not easy to chew. You got to really chew those things. This is a one with a sore throat. That cannot be pleasant.
Scarlet. Sorry.
Agreed.
Where was Scarlet? Scarlet! You cannot die in Thailand choking on Chinese chicken girl.
It does.
Thank you, Scarlet. It hurts my throat a lot.
Right? It hurts her throat a lot, but she's still eating it.
I don't have a choice to go in the elevator. That's why I'm live, actually.
Yeah, when my throat's sore, I intend to eat less, not more. I mean, if my throat is sore and I'm hungry, I'm going to want to eat something like soup or maybe even ice cream, something like that. I'm going to want to eat something that's soothing.
I saw that. Lemon Z. I saw that, Christopher Moon. Oh, funny.
We saw that the other day. She was able to walk downstairs and get her own
Too many
food.
stairs.
She has Salah getting her every single bit of food. He has to go to the kitchen. She doesn't even go to the kitchen to get her own utensils. So she needs Salah to do that. But she can go downstairs when she's sick to get an order of bagels. Foodie is so lazy. Yes, she's out of shape, but she is so darned lazy that it's mind-boggling.
Good.
That's a sobering thought. It's like putting it's like giving a hardcore addict drugs. They don't even feel it.
I know. Maybe I can order online from a pharmacy. You know what I mean? I got some bagel. I was craving like a good bagel.
Agreed. Bagels are hard to chew. If your teeth are bothering you, bagels are the last thing you want.
So I could go for a coffee too. Hold on.
Yeah, some soup, or even some ice cream, or some hot tea.
I'm gonna make a coffee.
Yeah, some hot tea or something cold maybe.
It's gonna hurt my throat so bad.
Yeah, or hot coffee. Oh, that's another thing too. I don't like. I'm not so like if I just go out, you know, go downstairs for an hour or something, I'll reuse a shirt. Like I'm not crazy about that kind of stuff. Like I'll reuse a shirt if I don't get it dirty. But when you're in that kind of heat and humidity, there's no question of whether your clothes are going to be sweaty and dirty when you go out. Like if you go outside for 10 minutes, you're going to be sweaty and dirty. It's not possible to go out without getting sweaty and nasty. So you really have to change your clothes a lot in that kind of weather. If the weather's nice, it's, you know, maybe you can get away with wearing something twice. But in that kind of weather, if you go out, just walking to your car, you're going to be sweated up. Okay, yes, but I didn't even think of that. That's a good point. If the pill is like a normal type of pill, yeah, she could absolutely do that. I had a nasty cold like a year ago. Like every few years, I usually get some kind of a cold or something. And a nice hot cup of tea. All right, I could skip ahead a little bit because there we go. All right, so she did get a cup of tea. Or is this tea or is this Nescafe 3-in-1? Knowing Foodie, this is 3-in-1.
Here we go. What? You heard that? That was the garbage. I forgot that I didn't mute you. Sorry. Seriously. It's the Chinese.
Did she blow another fart? I fast forwarded through some of it, but from the way she's acting like she blew a fart, like she's acting embarrassed.
I know before they come in, but honey and lemon hot water.
I'm not going to rewind it, but if anybody else, you know, I have a feeling she blew a fart.
Yes. Thank you for the super chat. Hot water hurts my throat, but this coffee will too. But yes, I gotta get some honey. You guys are right. Thanks for looking out for me, Dr. Beezers.
I mean, it happens to everybody, but Foodie's been farting in every video now. Like that's silly. Like you should be able to hold it a little bit. Thank you, Hannibal, with the confirmation.
I have to chew very well. Bagels are chewy.
Bagels are chewy, Foodie. I'm glad you figured that out.
Thank you, Lan. I need to go to 7-Eleven. Melanie and Elle.
Agreed, Wookie.
I'm actually... Yeah, I am Tesla. Thanks, Carrie. Anastasia, there's no white spots. I showed a picture. But they're touching my uvula. It's still good. It's still good.
Oh, wow. That's like coming back from the gym and not washing.
It's still good.
And anybody else notice that when Foodie sits down, Foodie never sits down. She plops down. She never actually sits down. Like she just kind of falls on the chair. Like she never. Has anybody else noticed that? She never sits. She just falls on a seat.
Still perfectly good.
And man, she is sweaty. Wow, look how sweaty she is.
Well, you guys just...
Look at
We're just
that.
gonna have a relaxing Beeze today.
That is looking unhealthy.
Wait. I'll show you when I get my other phone. 10-second rule. That's why you're sick.
I hope it's not a cold sweat, because she doesn't even seem to feel hot. Like she's not acting like she's hot.
Too.
Maybe she is. There you go. Wow, that's sweaty, and that's inside the hotel room.
Every day, and I get it done every day because.
Oh, she dropped it on the floor?
And they give you free water, and I need it.
Did she drop it on the floor?
Yeah. It's inflamed, Bandy. I think I have a fever. There's aircon. This is just me.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Wookie. Like I try not to be too like immature. But I'm going to say this about Foodie and her farting. It's happening like in every video now. And if it's happening in every video, that means that it's happening like a lot, that she's not able to control it at all. And I'm not trying to shame somebody for things out of their control, but Foodie eats nothing but fat and grease, and she has no gallbladder. So she's giving herself a lot of gas by her poor nutrition. So she's got to take some responsibility for that. Yeah, she looks really sweated up.
A pill cutter.
Agreed, Denise. Foodie is not feminine.
Bagels are so good.
Not in any good way, at least.
The chewy ones. The guy called me and he's like,
That makes sense.
"You didn't say which cream cheese you wanted on which bagel." I said, "Surprise me."
Yuck! I wasn't sure. I was
He's
so.
like, no.
Yeah, right.
What's
That's a
going on?
hotel room floor. That's
And I
not
said,
like.
"Yep."
It's not like, she dropped it on like she just cleaned her own floor and she knows it's clean. That's the hotel room floor. You don't know. That's probably very dirty.
Rosemary.
I
I had the metformin in the bagel. Stop.
It might be very high. It might be dangerously high.
This I can chew down to nothing, but the pill I can't. Hey, T. Marie. Thanks for beezing with me. Hi, Jessica. Charles.
Well, I
Dusty,
have it sped up a little bit, to be fair.
Danielle.
Oh,
Thank you, Brittany.
wow. Yeah, right?
7-Eleven.
Could be a
Honey,
little bit
salt,
extra.
Tylenol and no flaccid weenies. You guys will have to come with me when I go. How about that? I agree, Brittany. Cup of ice. Hey, Zoe. I sleep a lot.
I sleep a lot.
I went to bed at 7 p.m. I woke up because it was so dark. I woke up. I'm like, you know that meme where you wake up from a nap and you're like 8 hours later? Hey, Laura.
Yeah, agreed. She's all wrapped up in that heat and humidity. That's got to be miserable.
Used to be.
And to be sweating inside the room like that, the AC has been on for a while now. She's been inside of her room for a while, hasn't she? So that AC should have it pretty cool. So even with it, she's still sweating. That's not good to be so sweaty in your room.
Hi, Rebbe. You guys really? The pill is.
Yes, circle
I
it.
have to chew
Absolutely,
this.
please.
Well, I'm not used to that.
Oh, and speaking of circles, if anybody hasn't already, put a circle of your finger on that like button if you're enjoying the content, and be sure to click that subscribe bell if you'd like to be notified of future episodes of this show. Thank you, everybody, to all the lurkers and all the chatters. You're all very much appreciated. And if anybody's watching the replay, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that hurt. Oh, ouch. I burnt my tonsil. My coffee is hot. I gotta let it cool off.
She's let the coffee cool off. It's 3-in-1, probably.
Captain Crunch is sharp. Imagine.
I bet you it's 3-in-1.
COVID test. I've had COVID twice, and it wasn't like it affected my respiratory. I had my insulin.
Oh, sorry. She says she has her insulin. Okay.
Don't know. Kumquats. What do they look like? Yeah, Tobies are.
I don't like how Foodie eats with her mouth open and like talks with her food and everything. Like, I understand she wants to eat and do videos, but she could at least like try to like look away from the camera a little bit while she's chewing.
Real ice cubes. Thank you, Lisa.
Or try to, cover her mouth a little bit with her hand or something.
Cold water in my coffee. Oh, and then it will water it down. Thanks,
That's a good
Ruby.
point, Wookie Lover. She ate all that
And
stuff.
I'm eating a bagel with cream cheese. Oh, Jesse.
And this bagel, by the way, a bagel, I'm going to look up how many calories are in a bagel. I think it's like over 300, but I'm going to double check.
I have to be here. I'm stuck here. I'm okay now. Actually, since talking it out with you guys, I feel better. I mean, it's good to talk to you guys about it because my family and Salah, I'm sure, are sick of hearing. Hey, kid. I think I'm just worn down from the travel.
The one that I found here in the picture is from Wawa, and that's 436 calories, and that one looks a good deal smaller than the one that Foodie has. So the one Foodie has got to be over 500 calories, probably over 600 calories. That's a lot of cream cheese.
It's olive cream cheese. So Kuwait is 4 hours behind me.
Yep. You'd think it would have all sweated off by now.
Hi, Naomi. Lois. It's not about money.
Yeah, agreed.
It's a lot of Beeze and Chalva soon.
Yeah.
It might be a couple weeks.
Right? And a bagel with cream cheese. A bagel with cream cheese. That is so not something that you would think from Thailand. Like if you could think of food in Thailand, when you think of Thai food, and I understand not everything has to be traditional Thai food, but when I think of something I would get in Thai, like a bagel with cream cheese seems like the most, that doesn't seem like something they would really be, like have a lot of experience preparing. But maybe there's expats there who make it, I don't know.
Just say stone chill and satisfy your munchie. I want to do fun.
She got her food, right?
So.
Okay, thank you,
I
Olga.
just need to feel a bit better, like less dizzy.
That sounds about right.
Know? I don't want to pass out there.
There's some, there's the difference in size and the amount of cream cheese makes a big difference because there's some bagels that are huge, and then there's like the little ones you get at the grocery store in the freezer section.
We'll do a few things for now, and I don't want to walk down the street in front of the hotel. Do you see? I just got hit by a car. Who's Erica? Not Airbnb, no. They do have them.
That's actually a smart idea.
To a lower
They
floor.
probably would.
Maybe I can ask, actually, you're right. I can ask. But then I have to pack up. I already unpacked all my things. By the way, I'm getting laundry done professionally here. Take your time. Thanks, Cricket.
Oh, Foodie already gave up on washing her own laundry. Well, at least she's getting it cleaned, regardless of how it's being done. At least she's going to have some clean laundries. That's for the better.
I don't mind. Yeah,
I'm sure the other guests of the hotel will appreciate her having some clean clothes.
I don't pay attention really to the negative, anyways.
Good point. She probably has
I
another
feel
one.
less independent. But even when I went to Cuba,
You think that's the throat
I was
infection?
terrified. I'll be okay. The room is nice. So this is with dill and
That's how
lemon cream
Foodie feels
cheese.
sometimes, I
Or
think.
herbs and garlic, sorry. Literal herbs. Let's see. It was cozy, right there?
A good
Oh,
point.
cool, thank you. Yeah. Use the negativity.
That's a good point, Nutty. Because she
Not
was going to
everyone
wash
is
them.
gonna be nice.
That's a good point. Because she was going to wash them by hand. She didn't have a washing machine, so she would have had to really, lift them up and wring them out and do all that. And she doesn't have the strength for that.
It's you, I'm not nice to everybody, but I'm gonna try to be. French toast. It's
Oh,
nice
really?
rosemary.
I was not aware of that.
That's what I had, sativa.
Oh, so she did have sativa. Detective Cochise, that was your suggestion. That's what she got.
I was paranoid and hungry. It did help me pain though a bit. No, one bagel's not enough. Do you guys get full off one bagel?
You get full off one bagel? You guys get full off one bagel? Some people get full off less than one bagel.
Tonsillitis, Joni. Is it weird to be in the room while they're cleaning?
I mean, seriously, like if you have one of those really large bagels, half of a bagel is considered a full serving of bread. a half of a bagel, one of those large ones, is like 200 calories of bread. That's a full serving of bread. One slice of bread is only like 120 calories. So 200 calories of bagel, that's almost 2 slices of bread and just half of a bagel. So it's crazy to eat for, well, I shouldn't say crazy, but it's not smart for her to be eating 2 bagels loaded with cream cheese. Right? She travels and she gets a bagel. A freaking bagel. That's like, I mean, I guess you can't really get that in Kuwait.
Timo arrived.
So, well,
just
maybe you
now.
could actually.
I got a notice. I really hope that he can bring it.
Hope you could bring what? What did she ask for Salah to bring?
I really hope that he can bring it.
Whatever she said.
I don't have strep because there's no white spots.
I agree. I understand that.
Rosemary?
You know, if anybody who's on a diet who's trying to eat, you know, who's trying to control their eating, half a bagel, especially if you put something on it, that's a decent sized little snack.
People eat half a bagel.
Yes, they
Oh,
do.
shit, it's
Yeah, that's what exactly. That's somebody in your chat said that. There are people who eat half a bagel. Yeah, I think it is bagel.
Did you talk to them?
B-A-G-E-L. I think so.
I'm gonna be sitting here when they clean.
Right? What's her dessert going to be?
I have to be here because we planned this trip and everything. I'm just having a bad moment. I'll get over it. I don't want to give up easy. I have my reasons.
Foodie looks like a lump, and she's thinking like one too,
Thanks,
right
Jaspers.
now.
I don't know if they have a fan. I'm gonna
Foodie.
question.
Food, you know, when you think about it, it's such a classic irony how a woman who loves sugar and fat has made her to the point where her body can no longer digest sugar or fat. Like the two things she loves, her body can't digest either one of them without help.
Hey, Nisha.
Oh, her Temu order. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I hope I feel better soon.
Yeah.
Thanks
Like
for that.
they would get foamy, wouldn't they? Your
I'll
crack
have
would
to
fill up
look
with
this
foam.
way. Hey, Millie. Why no, Jerry? No, hey, does he still in Kuwait? Yeah, Summer, I'm trying to believe in myself.
Hey, welcome in, Rudy.
VK.
Baba Hang.
Yeah, he's sleeping right now.
You got any numbers? Any numbers you're interested in tonight?
It's probably 4:30 a.m. there. Thanks, Natalie. I didn't see a doctor, Naomi.
Yeah, the throat was really sore when she was doing the when she was trying to get sympathy from the
Mexican
Beezers.
cornbread.
That's a smart way to do it, Mouse Toes.
Do you monitor his location? Yeah. Well, wouldn't
Obese
you?
tonsils. I've never even heard of that.
It doesn't mind.
That's actually a good point.
I don't like living that way, but
Yeah, she
For
can't
now.
stand it.
I sent him my location, but I don't go. I don't go anywhere. But
I think
here,
Foodie just
yeah.
uses a hose at this point.
It's just hotel, 7-Eleven, hotel, 7-Eleven.
She bought that soap the other day, but I didn't think she was going to use it.
Burner phones. I have one with me.
They really planned it, right? Like you
Yeah.
could tell they planned it well in advance. Like make sure
Let's
to
go
bring
with
the insulin.
information. You had to stay behind and take care of something, yeah.
Agreed, Ruby. I don't let it
Exactly,
get me
Ruby.
too upset, but being serious for a minute, I'll do my one moment of being seriousness, and I'll say I don't wish anything bad on Foodie, but I can't worry myself. If she has no concern over her own health or her own well-being, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it either.
I'll never leave the hotel either. It's 8:30.
Is she hiding something?
Just use my live location.
He's sleeping.
Yeah, Anna Loverly. But after I get off this live,
Yeah.
I need to get some stuff at 7-Eleven, but I could do that with
That's
you
what you
guys.
call it.
I might just
just relax and order lunch later. I saw someone say, I hope that she doesn't just go to Bangkok and eat.
I think it's what you're gonna see from Foodie. A lot of Bangkok beezing, just getting the
So far,
food
that's what I've
in her
been
room.
doing. Thanks, Bill. Please take us back out today. Beauty stores in Kuwait? Okay.
Oh, does anybody think she might get a new boil? Or get the same boil come back?
Yes. Thank you, Zaya.
Yeah. I think Foodie might develop another boil, or she's going to get ketoacidosis. Foodie is going to have a major health issue. Does anybody have any idea what it's going to be? Like, anybody want to bet on what it's going to be? Like, not betting for real. That's not allowed. But anybody have any guesses on what it's going to be? Because she's going to have a serious health issue by the end of this trip. I'm sure of it. At least one.
100%. Might seem like excuses to some people, but it is, I guess, 10 milligrams. Hi, Breezes. You've done more than eat. Yeah. That was really starving. Really? Burger King in France? Blood pressure? I don't know. Hey, Austin. My gosh, do you like my coffee shop lives? I can go back.
Mookie, not to be nasty, but I think she just likes how it feels. I don't think she cares that it gets her any. I think she just likes how it feels down there.
And it's the chicken bones. Oh, the grizzle.
She doesn't really care if it's clean or not.
Can you imagine getting a crunchy thing? How much did you eat?
All right. I will make a poll. I'm going to have to miss some chat, though.
Cody,
so you folks be patient with me.
Look, it's been, 6 months since I had anything THC related? Hey, Vampira. Nice to see you. So, I just needed a little bit, and I was like, what the hell?
All right, I'm making the poll.
Our Thailand friend. Preset. I'm okay. I have tonsillitis, Vampira. Thailand's okay. It's 20 degrees less than Kuwait, but it's humid. So the bagels were cheap date. I don't know if I want to try anything. I guess I want to try foods I haven't tried. I want to try the crispy pancakes. I haven't had THC since I was 19. Thank you, Copernicus. I do feel sick, yeah. The wheelchair's over, guys. Yeah, we're still together. I can do a segment. Yeah,
all right, I came up with a few options. I can only put 4 total, so hopefully you like these.
No problem, Vampira. No probs. The munchies are real. Amy, about a month.
She should have. If she didn't take it, she's a fool, because she needs it.
My singing videos. Oh, the roti lady. I've tried roti at job fairs.
Well, it's not that bad yet, though. It's not that bad yet.
Strong bitch. It was so good. Oh my gosh, the banana roti with condensed milk. Tonsillitis. What song is that?
Agreed.
Would you rather rip?
Agreed, Ruby. And you'd think that he would have said, well, let's just delay the vacation. If I can't come with you, what's the point? Let's just wait an extra week. We're gonna lose a week of our deposit no matter what we do, because you're gonna be there by yourself. So why don't we just wait a week and go together? We can maybe get back a few of the dollars of the deposit. I don't know. Just doesn't make sense what she's doing.
I don't know. That's a good question, Tobeezer. Lush Bees. I need to try Lush. Lush has a new Minions line, but it's like they have a banana shower gel.
Good point. Don't want to get
ear anxiety teardrop. Yeah, it's. I got some mean eyebrows. My mom too. Like my mom, my aunt, they have eyebrows like this.
I wish I could have fit
eyelids
more.
Too. Chubby eyelids and arched eyebrows. I know. Have to eat on time.
Chubby eyelids. She finally acknowledged it. But yes, Foodie's eye sockets. Anybody who's a regular viewer here knows this. This is what I've keyed into as the surest way to tell that Foodie's weight gain is continuing. Her eye sockets keep growing. They keep growing out of her head to the point where her job is being now pushed out at the sides because her eye sockets have so filled in. She wants to say that she lost weight, or she was perpetrating that lie up until until she finally came to Thailand. She just couldn't deny it anymore, I guess. Yeah, that's what I use. Anybody else who wants to see if Foodie's gaining weight, look around her eye sockets, because that's where she puts a lot.
I find if I don't eat enough, I get starving, and then I eat. It's like, since being on insulin, my
Sandblaster.
I don't start cleaning the rooms until 9. Trudeau, no contest.
Yeah, but you know,
Trudeau, that's what I like about
Foodie's
Trudeau when he first
writes
voted
her
for
own
him.
rules.
I haven't voted in a while, but when he was first going to be prime minister, I voted for him because, you know, his dad, Pierre Trudeau, was
I
one
think
of
that's
the
what it is
best
too.
prime ministers we've ever had.
Yeah,
And,
Wookiee lover. That is nasty, but that is actually a really good point. Like Foodie in a pool. It's a good thing there's so much chlorine.
he seemed cool. Like he was going to tragically hip concerts. He's been known to smoke weed and very demure, very chubby. We need to come up with our own demure. What are some synonyms?
Synonyms for demure. I've got a few, and none of them describe you, Foodie. Modest, delicate, dainty, proper. I think those are good synonyms.
I know that PCP, the problem is
None of them describe you, Foodie.
I'm afraid to walk down the street after yesterday because I'm afraid literally, like, it's so crowded.
She bought some like lemon scented detergent. I thought she was gonna drink that stuff too.
But maybe later we can go check. I don't want to go out there.
Welcome in. Here you are. Hope you're having a good night.
THC Beeze. Modest. Demure, low BMI. Gonna be farting up the street.
It's the
I don't
important
wanna go to the
decisions
right
she
now,
has to
throw
make.
up. Oh my gosh, I'm so dizzy right now. They will stop for you. They're not trying.
Well, you see, I mean, it's not a visa run. She just wants to do a 30-day vacation. You know, she just wants to spend 30 days in this hotel for eating bagels.
I got yelled at yesterday by one of the ladies. She's like, "Hey," because I was like taking up too much room in the street.
Well,
I'm very dizzy. Like
if that's the
I can't
case,
tell
then
you
you're right.
how
I have not really
motion sick
looked
I was
into
on
it
the
that
plane.
closely.
I brought some Gravel, not Gravel, but like anti-nausea medication because Gravel gives me restless legs. Very Beeze. Your family was saying
No,
Beeze.
they don't.
And then in the car ride from the airport to the hotel was the worst.
Skinny Queen reacts, got
just like,
snacks.
oh my gosh.
Healthy snacks, I hope.
Thinking of places like, I'm like, do I take the items out of my bag?
You're welcome.
Yak.
Foamy lemonade.
It'll probably go away on its own, Rebe. Chi Chocho? Get a watch.
By the way, I think I'm going to run just a little bit late tonight, probably until about 10, and then I'm probably going to shoot you folks off. But I'm going to run just a little bit later since Foodie's live.
Loan sign. Could you imagine? Actually, Golden Girl's funny you say that because the pain, it's in both tonsils, but it's mostly this one. And it goes in my ear.
That's not good to have
Really,
pain
Jojo?
going into your ears, Foodie.
Your speezers are so funny. Yes, George's receding hairline.
Oh, interesting, Empress Chavanin. Okay. So then I have to ask though, why what do you think then is the reason? Because I don't have a good reason other than that. I can't think of any other reason why she would need to stay here for like 30 days. And I mean, unless she really just wants to spend a vacation out of Kuwait. Like I can't think of any other reason why we should spend 30 days here. But if that's the dates, that's the dates. I mean, it is what it is.
Big back, big back. Hold your hands out. It's like there's a motorcycle zipping by you every second. It's like a huge line of them. How many people are in this area right now? Hey, Andrew.
You get a little extra tonight. Oh, I hope not. I wouldn't wish that even on Foodie.
I'm still swallowing. There's bagel stuck. Oh no.
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
It's not good, Wookie. Oh, okay. I figured she probably was. I'll tell you right now, I thought that was going to upset people too because she was feeding them and she even let them into the gym one time. She let the cats into the gym. You're not supposed to let them into the gym.
Hey, Foodie, you know it's hard to be in a country you're not from all the time. Thank you, Sunset.
Welcome in, lady.
I want to be where the people
welcome in, Fiona's
are.
mom. No problem. Glad to have
I
you.
want to see their faces.
Oh, Skinny Queen reacts. Got a nice new picture.
I don't want people to come in and clean the room either. I just want the free water.
Oh, okay. That's a good point. That's a good point.
I don't know, George. Was it hard getting my license in Canada? Yeah, you have to do your
In Kuwait or in Thailand? Because both of them make sense.
G1, which is a test. So you have to memorize all the signs. And then you have to take a driving test. And I failed mine miserably once. I almost hit a couple people. Yeah, I'm just staying in this hotel the whole time. Really? Let's see. Show us the fries. Doesn't look like an F. Where did you
I
learn to
hope
write
not,
cursive?
but she absolutely would. I believe that. Oh, somebody else said her tattoo looked like fries.
Oh yeah, A, B, C, D, Daphne. I don't want them to come in.
I mean, you're not supposed to hold it, but you're not supposed to let it out either. I mean, you're supposed to, like, you know, let it out at an appropriate time. I'm gonna, one of these days, we're gonna get it going, Fiona's mom. I'm gonna start getting the weekend going one of these days. I know I say that, but I want to point out, though, a lot of weeks I don't have as much content. Like this week, I have a lot of really good content, and I probably could do a second show. But a lot of weeks I only have, I mean, I have content, but I feel like I end up stretching it thin. If I want to do a second, like some weeks I do have enough, though.
That's a good idea.
It depends on the week.
I'll just ask them for it.
You're very welcome, Skinny Queen. You rock.
Ice cubes, I don't have ice.
The hat is back.
Water's cheap at 7-Eleven. True. I did not order soup. It's a stain-proof couch. Yeah, most of the furniture is. Your mom taught you to drive at 13? Oh, wow, really? Times have changed, eh? Yeah, I do. When I'm not online, George's the receding hairline. That's what I do. Put the couch up to the door. Get soup. I'm trying to think of what I want for lunch, actually.
That's a good
I'm
point.
not eating century
That is a good
eggs.
point.
No. Thanks, Golden Girl. Chappelle Roan? Who's that?
I would just bring to everybody's attention. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it was ever confirmed, but I believe Foodie all but admitted that she did a visa hop next door. I think she went to Oman, or was it Qatar? She went to another country nearby, and she spent like a week there and then went back to Kuwait. And I think she did one of her visa runs like that. And what is with this hat? This hat is just, I mean, I'm glad that she's kept it in such good shape.
7-Eleven Beeze, they have Slurpees.
Oh, you're very sweet.
Bunch of caution cones in a construction area. Millie! Oh my god.
That's reasonable.
Funny. You were beezing.
It was Cutter. Thank you.
Desert birds. DoorDash Beeze. I'm not eating balut in no way. I don't even like normal eggs. Chicken wings.
Well, I'm glad. I hope you enjoy it, Ruby. And replay,
anyone ever try that?
And I am always grateful for anybody who enjoys the replays. You know, great to have you live, but a replay, I think that's great too. I love the fact that I make shows that are fun to watch on the replay as well. I think that's a really great thing, because sometimes the replays aren't as good as the lives, and if the replays are fun, I think that's great.
Street meat. No, there's always hard things in the meats. I don't like it. Mangosteen is so good. I don't have a microwave. I don't think I'm going to go to 7-Eleven right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Conky is good. I have
it's
jackfruit
a
ripening
symbol
on
of
the
their
table right
love.
now. Warm drinks and lots of sleep. That's what I need to do, sleep. Congy? Oh, Benadryl.
It is so silly on her.
Really?
It does not fit her at all.
Sleep? Ugh.
Stay till 10:15. Or I could do that
How can
if you
ask
like.
me such a question? I would rather die.
I could do it for Skinny
Thank
Queen. I
you.
could stay.
Jackfruit. Tomka? What is that? Yeah, I have to rest. Hey, punk rock. Rice porridge. Oh. Hey, Shintopolis. Really, Leslie? It doesn't.
Well, that's
ripen?
awesome,
It's
Fiona's
not like
mom.
it's ripening. I hope so.
I like that. I like that we have such a good atmosphere here. I mean, a lot of you folks, I know, you're not just in this chat, you're in other chats, but all of them, you're good people. You know, this is just a good community we've got here, a good group of people, rather. I mean, it's a good chat. I'll just say it like that. I really enjoy it.
Oh, That's Philippines.
Like even like I enjoy like going in other people's chats, like Hannibal's and Skinny's and Kenny, because it's a lot of the same folks that I get to see all over there too. You know, it's just fun to discuss stuff.
Creamy coconut chicken soup. Oh, yum. Melly. Swordfish. Are you kidding? Yeah, it's so exciting being in an abusive relationship. Hey, Angelique, hi.
But you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, Tanya, thank you. Do a sleep.
This is a nicer hotel. I agree.
Actually, my hijab on.
Actually, I'm gonna say this. It looks like it's kind of warm in there, but other than that, this hotel looks pretty nice. I don't know like what you would expect for your money in Thailand, but overall, I would be okay staying here.
I can put my CPAP on. I don't think you guys will mind, will you?
Oh, that's a theory some people had.
Mary Desert Prince.
That Salah's emptying out the bank accounts.
No, I know. Ew. I agree, George.
Well, that's so cool that you still, you know, I mean, do you get up? Is that for your children? You make the lunches?
Do you have a BiPAP?
Because that respect. That's a lot of work. That's not easy.
I'm like, so has Julia been hanging out with you? He's like, not at all. Hey, Bailey. I'm like, why? She misses her mom.
Already, right?
I've been wanting to see the pap in action for years.
It's okay.
Thanks,
you know what? It's okay to be. It's okay to let out a little bit of aggression or a little bit of steam once in a while. Have a little fun, make some jokes. You know, there's a big difference, in my opinion, between cracking some jokes and watching some videos and actually like directly going to somebody and directly confronting them. I don't see that as the same thing. Making a few jokes and you know, as long as there's nothing too crazy, I don't see that as a problem.
Oh, thanks, Desert Prince.
Howie is good.
The Nashers. They don't have dog and cat meat here, do they? A nice cool
In
shower.
Canada, she wasn't
you're
even
right.
keeping
That would be nice.
halal anymore.
And
She was
just be
totally
free
back to
nipples.
herself. Oh, that's
this is her
fantastic,
mom.
Fiona's
You
mom.
love your mom, but you bite mom.
That is fantastic. I know that for anybody not aware, Fiona's mom that her stepson had gone missing, and we, you know, now it's just fantastic. He's been found. That is so good. Such good news. I said a prayer the other week, and you know, hopefully that
I
helped.
miss her breath. Yeah, coconut, of course. Toby's her. I miss her. I need to smell a cat.
They're so cute and fluffy and smell.
I've tried pad thai. It's really good. Yeah.
In fact, if anybody wants to put any hearts in the chat for Fiona's mom, here's mine
Yeah.
for her stepson
Yeah,
there.
I do
I'm so happy
gestures.
about that.
It has a big bathtub. Yeah. The sea pepper rescue. I still have the same one. Yeah. Exactly, Nelly. She was on drugs. Yeah. Put the camera away on the bed and do sleep streams.
At the very least, herself, right?
You. Remember someone? Yeah,
Foodie-
fancy you.
Foodie is on a. I know I got to be careful the words I use on YouTube. I'm going to say Foodie is on a mission to the end. I feel in my opinion like she is on an end run, where she doesn't plan to make it back from this Kuwait mission. Like she plans to eat herself to the end. And I don't know whether it's going to end. The end is going to be in Kuwait or it's going to be in Thailand. But I don't think it's going to be in Canada. I think, or at least she doesn't want it to be in Canada. She doesn't want to go back to Canada. That's the impression I get from Foodie.
Do you do a room tour, Andrea? Yeah. I'm not a subscriber. I just subbed and will unsubscribe.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
My Chihuahua's feet smell like Fritos, Angelique. Yes. Julia
You
needs
got
a
it.
middle name? Okay. What could it be? Yeah, Sky. I don't want to
Yeah,
go to
I agree.
7-Eleven.
I agree.
Soak in the tub. I want a cold bath with ice. No.
Good way to put it.
Can you be long legs for Halloween? Let me in now.
Suck an egg, Foodie. Yeah, obviously, Foodie said she wants an ice bath. If she's being serious, she actually could have one. Like, what's stopping her from going down the hall and getting a bucket of ice and throwing it in the tub? Oh, she can't fit in the tub. That's why. That's why.
Julia Beauty Bite El Refi.
Never mind.
I love it.
She could put ice in the bidet and use it as a face bath.
Julia. Yeah, smelly. Julia Gulia.
She is a really crappy cat mom. Also, I think that. She doesn't take good care of her pets.
Feline? Feline.
Mama Juice.
Please use hand sanitizer. I gotta get some hand sanitizer. I don't even have any.
If Foodie got life insurance on, or
we
Salah
say
got life
random
insurance
stuff
on
to try?
Foodie, it was a smart move.
Yeah. Can you rent movies? Nope. You just got the notification now. Julia put
She can't rent movies here? Maybe that's a Thailand thing. Because I know in America, like most places you can rent or I should say North America or United States of America, most places you can rent a movie of some kind.
Hi, Danji. Hello. Julia Bulls Gulia, the Booyah. Fluff.
Mama Juice.
No, I'm sick. A snack haul.
Well, that's the difference between being
Gotta go to the
a
store.
good pet owner and an irresponsible pet owner, right?
Julia Gabagoles. Foo Destroyer.
I don't think she can.
I'm tired.
I mean, she can't fit in a regular size tub, and I doubt that hotel has an extra large tub. So, I mean, there's a chance, like if they have an extra large tub, but I don't think they do.
Thanks, Angelique. Let's go, Yelva. A cold bath? Maybe take, like, a cold
You're
shower.
right about that. It would be melted. She wouldn't be able to take it long. She wouldn't be able to get it fast enough.
Yeah, I'm sick. Candy bar and fluff. Oh, yeah. Tea and rest. Tea and sauce.
Interesting theory. I mean,
The wing of my liner.
I think Foodie would do that, but I don't think she has.
Wash my face.
Like, okay, here's
didn't
my
bring-
theory on that. I think Foodie is totally open to meeting somebody, but I don't think she has the money to hire another man when she still has Salah on the payroll. Like, she would have to leave him and then save up for a little bit, and then maybe she would be able to get a new guy. But she can't pay for Salah and another guy at the same time. She just can't afford it. But I do like the theory. I think she would do it if she could. Oh, and I'm going to close out that poll in just a minute, so everybody who hasn't had a chance to vote, sure to do
Prayer
it.
rug. I sit down to pray. You need that salt to gargle. Oh, happy birthday, man. What did I order?
I just said it, Beasta. You know, it's shameful too in a way.
Yeah, if I go to the store, I feel dizzy. Basically, I had
Yeah, I agree with that actually.
American Chinese food from a place called Lucky Panda.
I like the idea of the insurance theory, but I think you're right. I don't think anybody would give insurance to Foodie. She looks like she could fall over dead at any minute.
So I had like a combo. Oh my gosh, my first time having crab rangoons, but they were hurting my throat. So I had crab rangoon, fried rice, which was really good.
Oh, hold on. She's announcing what she ate here. Let's go back. I want to hear this.
Oh my gosh, my first time having crab rangoons, but they were hurting my throat. So I had crab rangoon, fried rice, which was really good, and General So.
She went all the way to Thailand, and she got the same Chinese buffet that you could get on any place in Canada, I'm assuming, and it's certainly any place in the United States.
Stop ordering
Probably anywhere in Kuwait, for that matter.
food every hour. Yeah, he did say that. La, shukran.
Well,
Hey, boondocking.
I'm speaking hypothetically.
Yeah, I want more. I want more Chinese. Not American Chinese food in Thailand. Yes.
I think Pete's would be willing to go, but I think he's broke too. And I don't think like I said, I don't think she has the money for another guy. But I think if she could hire him, she would. She probably wants to.
Really, Gina? Nice.
Yes, please.
You know, me too.
Cast your
That's my
votes, folks.
favorite. Yeah. Hey, Lolo.
Express
thank
your
you.
rights.
You need a man who never tells you no. No, I don't.
Foodie is as much a food addict as anybody I've ever seen outside of that 600-pound life show. I've never personally seen anybody as addicted to food as Foodie. Like, seriously, in my life, I've known some few really heavy people, and I did know that one guy who was really big. But other than him, I can't think of anybody who is as addicted to food as Foodie. And he literally died from being so big. So there you go. I don't know anybody who eats like Foodie does. And I don't think many people do. I mean, you see it on 600 Pound Life, and maybe if somebody's really struggling with their weight. But yeah, her food addiction is just wild to see. It's very, very crazy.
I never had a father figure, so it's my first time having crab rangoon. I am a beezer. I
Okay.
can't believe you survived 40 years without crab rangoon. I'm gonna continue this fire. Yes. So it's basically
Somebody needs to get her like if she has some throat lozenges or something, they got to do like a little Photoshop work with that.
like Panda Express, and it's a huge portion.
Right? I don't think so.
I don't
That
get any
doesn't make
curries. What curry
sense.
should I get? I don't think Salah ever tells her no. He does.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, then he
Who's
does
crab
have more.
rangoon? Hi, Alina. Who's General So?
Okay, well in that case, I take it back. Foodie, if he has some money, we may actually see him over here because Foodie will do everything she can to bleed that guy dry. So we could see that.
And soggy crackers.
All right, I'm gonna close out that
I
poll.
hate that because I had a babysitter. Did I tell you guys the story? Her name was Beth, I think. Anyway, she used to eat all the good food, and she gave me chicken noodle soup with crackers in it, and I dropped my grape juice in it, and she made me eat it.
And ever since then, Foodie has loved combining really disgusting stuff and eating it. That was her inspiration for adding cream to ramen soup, adding the grape juice to the chicken soup. Okay, so the results of the poll. Foodie's upcoming health crisis. The winner is ketoacidosis with 35%. Second place with a strong showing is a mental breakdown at 26%. A plague of boils with 19%, and tonsillitis, her current condition getting out of hand, are tied for third place. All right, thank you for your votes. It is pretty strange how she gets so healthy as soon as she switches to the food. Yeah, it's not fun to see somebody, struggling like that. But, it's if you're friends with somebody, you're friends with them. You're not going to ditch them just because they're having trouble, right?
Lizzie, thank you. I need to seal.
I hope he's allowed to get one because I can only, if he's not, that's not for a good reason.
There's a documentary about General So. Oh, it's a real person?
Oh, here's something I heard. I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that General So is actually pronounced General Sao, and it was General Sao Sao. And it's in English, we would spell it CAO, like this. I'll write it in the chat. That General Sao, in English, you would write it like this. General Sao Sao, like that. That's one of my friends who knows a little bit about Chinese history told me. But I don't know if he's right or wrong, but that's what he said.
Goon and egg rolls. Chili. Foodie Salah's queen. Every babysitter is named Beth. I modded a hater. Who?
Pizza's annoying.
Who?
I did not care for the guy.
I don't have any hater mods, do I?
Oh, so Natter's traveling around.
They have large chicken.
I
as
probably
well.
shouldn't even mention the guy's name, to be fair. Don't want to give him the shine.
You had a babysitter named Beth too? Maybe it was the same one.
Pete's that's a fair point. Pete's is not, when I say Pete's is stupid, in some ways he's intelligent, but in some ways he's a moron.
I modded a hater next week. I'm like, Lena, I have tonsillitis.
Ketoacidosis edging
Get some
out
nice
the
fresh
mental
Pringles. That
breakdown.
sounds good with the peanut sauce.
I bet her babysitter tried to stop her from eating it. She poured the grape juice in, and her babysitter's like, "No, Chantel, don't eat that. Here, I'll get you something else." And she went in the other room, and she came back with something else, and Chantel had already finished it.
Yeah, who's a hater? Hey, Michelle. I could be better. Good night, Golden Girl. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, yes, thank you, Fiona's mom. And everybody
I
else,
think it's
please
really
be
good.
sure to hit that thumbs up if you're enjoying the show.
Only lovers here. What time is it where you guys
She
are?
does
It's like
oranges.
nighttime, right? Oh, no, Desert
Oh, and
Princess.
by the way, anybody, probably a lot of you didn't, aren't too upset about this, but I still am going to be running, my apologies for not running the Under the Influence tonight. Foodie's live show kind of took precedence, But next week, I will be running the new episode of Under the Influence, the new segment, and I have one of Foodie's Beezers named BBW Layla, and she is a mess, but I think she's actually interesting to watch also in some ways. So next week, I'll be having something about her.
It's coming after a teardrop. She's married also. I know you can have 4 wives, but we can't have 2 husbands. I'm just sick. It is 8:50 a.m. Thanks, Neil. Let's order lakma. I need to eat healthy. I don't know if they have cable. It's a smart TV, so I just watch my phone. I do need ibuprofen and all that stuff. Which I should go get. A cup of ice would be nice.
Foodie already went downstairs to get bagels. Anybody who missed it earlier, she already went downstairs to pick up a big thing of delivered bagels loaded with cream cheese. Easily over 1,000 calories of food. 2 full bagels, each of them very large with cream cheese. She couldn't, but she didn't want to go to get her any medication, which might help her.
Rhymes.
Which is just down the street.
You're an hour ahead in Bali?
Oh, and her excuse was she was scared of the traffic. She was worried she would get hit. Foodie, they're mostly driving mopeds and scooters. Like, if they hit you, they would do more damage to their vehicle than would happen to you.
Oh, dog. My poodle, Loxy, hears your voice and she runs to my TV and says, "No way, Loxy! Hi, Loxy, you little beezer!" So cute. Sleep,
Welcome in, Kitty
sleep
J.
some more. Yeah, and eat.
No problem, Ruby. It's getting a little late for me, too. Thank you for coming
Thank you, Michelle. I don't really want to go. Like, I want to go out once and then not, like, hide away for the rest of the day and rest. Sushi and tacos.
She should be good. Should be good.
I've been here since the 26th, Kyle. So, like, 3 days.
Most ways he's dumb.
Thailand Beeze. I don't think I can have someone deliver it. She's barking and turning in circles. Oh.
I'm not sure, but I've got a feeling if Foodie can get bagels delivered, and not even like a lot of bagels, just 2 frickin' bagels, she could probably get medication delivered.
Oh, it's so cute. Advil will make you feel better. Also, get some soup and OJ. Okay, let's have a look at the delivery apps and see what we can get. They have, like, Mart I can order from.
How much you want to bet that if Foodie looks at the delivery app, she's absolutely going to look for something to eat on the app?
I could stock up at 7-Eleven also, but then to carry you guys, it would be hard because I have to get waters. I'm staying in this hotel.
She has to get waters. Foodie's going to end up getting dehydrated because she doesn't feel like carrying bottles of water.
Donut shops? I don't know. Just order. Okay, let's go have a look. I don't think the cafe is soup. They have croissant. Chicken soup.
Yeah, you know something? You're right. She absolutely has. Foodie has interacted more with Thai culture in 2 days than she has in Kuwait in 18 months.
Let's go see Beeze for a bit.
She's not going about it the right way.
Why am I disgusting? I don't deserve any husbands.
Foodie with the moment of honesty. Sounds good.
Seal time.
They make a lot of
Oh,
people
piece of
sleepy.
my
I
mind
think
just
so.
went live. Chewy. No, I don't feel cold. I feel hot.
Right? The water is too much, though.
Look.
Oh, she had that delivered? I thought she went to a buffet. But if she had that delivered, that would make total sense. She said something about eating a giant ball of chicken that got stuck in her throat.
Sour.
She's sick. She needs to eat more.
Right.
Welcome in, Chloe. Hope you're having a good night. That's Most Def What's Up,
Hi,
Tubes.
Seal.
She stumble?
I don't know, Sammy.
And it would take the pressure off Salah to travel. That would work out better for him too.
Yeah, I wish I had ginger and everything. Hotel seal.
For a little longer, at least.
Ew. Toe cheese?
She just falls on it like a ton of bricks.
So lazy. I woke up at like 7, I think. Hey, let me check my phone for the orders.
Agreed, Fiona's mom. Traveling so far just to lay in a hotel room. And I can understand, like if you, like, I remember when I was younger, I went to Disney World, and after the first day, I was so tired. Like, I did want to just lay in the hotel room a little bit. But that was because the day before, I was out, like, nonstop. I was just tired from all the, from running around the park all day. I mean, if you want to lay in the hotel because you're tired out from having done so much, I can understand that. But if you haven't even done anything, what are you tired from?
Free. Yeah. Get a maternity pillow?
There's going to be a lot of dead skin on her feet. The fish are going to get full.
Thanks, Summer. My adventure in bed. I'm crowning. Oh, ew. Bailey. What movie, Jaspers?
Right? They would be full on the skin at least.
Hold on a second. Stop it. What? Hey, Steak Jordy.
Foodie is still hot. The AC has been on for how long now?
I know, it's just because I don't feel good, Kyle. Pregnancy pillows? I would love one. They're not going to come in clean because
Empress, that's a good point. And if Foodie said she was, she wasn't sure of the area was sketchy, it looked unsafe, she didn't want to go out in the middle of the night, that's a little different. To say she's scared of traffic when it's mostly just scooters? And in Kuwait, she's been there 18 months. She should know, like, some areas that are safe to go by now.
Put do not disturb. Maybe tomorrow.
Right? She ate all the bagels. Now she's burned out. Foodie's got her little cycle.
Oh, you guys want to go somewhere? But if I go somewhere...
Oh, in the chat?
How do I log in?
No, she hasn't, actually. I don't think he's in the chat right now. And it's daytime, too. She's ready to take a nap in the middle of the day.
No!
They could make her the attraction?
No.
I mean, just being real for a second, if we look at those old sideshows, like from 100 years ago, where they had like they would have like the so-called fat lady, she probably was smaller than Foodie.
Okay.
Agreed. That scooter's going to be wrecked.
What is he? A flying nun, yeah.
That is depressing.
Stay alive.
And especially at her age, right? Like, she's not like some old person who has like injuries or who had like a very hard life or something. She's somebody who's just kind of, she's put herself in this state.
Yeah, I'm married. I am dizzy.
I think there's like a 3-hour difference or 4, something like that. It's not too much.
All right, what are we going to order? I feel hot.
Treat her like a
Mango sticky rice sounds so good.
Trying to think of the right word for it.
I have to write
Treat her like a
halal.
sacrifice.
Look at this food.
They'd want to sacrifice her at the end for a good harvest.
Oops.
She's She's already looking
Yum,
at.
yum,
She is
shrimp.
already ordering more food. This woman is ordering more food, and she hasn't even digested the food she just got.
Rice. Yeah, Rabbi. Ice cream for my throat? What dairy? Maybe some pho? Did I have pho here? Let's look up soup.
Now she thinks to get soup. Finally.
I'm hungry, yes. Minced pork.
I'm
Ew.
hungry, yes. How can she possibly be hungry? She literally just ate 2 entire bagels with cream cheese. You're not
Tasty
hungry, Foodie.
congee.
You're craving food,
There's
but
a
you're not
chicken
hungry.
foot soup.
She literally ate just over 1,000 calories of food.
Ginger carrot soup. Yum. Pumpkin soup.
Like 30 minutes ago, not even. 20 minutes ago. She's barely finished swallowing it.
Well, I wish I had Jello. Tom yum is spicy.
Either Smee didn't teach her or she didn't listen. Oh,
There's one
interesting.
here.
I mean, I heard it's
$18.
not safe anyway, to be fair.
I'm not getting foot.
Oh, she ate 2 giant bagels covered in
lemon
cream
water?
cheese. She had them delivered.
This looks gross.
2 large-sized bagels loaded with cream cheese. She's not hungry.
You're Chinese? I could go for more crab rangoons. Yeah, we have AC. Look. But it's a unit. Get a smoothie. Yeah, I can order that with whatever I order, you know? Wait, they have grab? They have
All
a-
right, folks. You know, if Skinny and neither Skinny nor Hannibal are on, I'm gonna go an extra 15 minutes. I'm gonna run till 10:30 tonight. But then I do have to go.
Smart. Let's see what they have here.
Give you an extra 15 tonight.
Big C?
Over and above, an extra bonus 15. We're gonna do it big.
Yeah, Cheshire Kitty. It is Gina. Okay, let me just check for a minute. I don't even feel like looking at stuff.
Don't even feel like looking at stuff. You
Instant
shouldn't.
food. You have soup?
I think you're right. I think she likes to have this codependent relationship.
Is there a new person?
Well, that's an interesting
Hey,
theory.
Oh, hi.
I like that.
I don't want to go out. I don't feel too
A
good.
multivitamin probably would be good for Foodie.
Okay, what soup do I need? Killface wants to be unblocked.
Kanji? I'm not even sure the word you're saying. Kanji? Kangi?
Okay, let's type in soup. No. Pho. Yeah, but they put like beef balls in
That's
it.
what it is.
Chicken
Yep.
soup, Tracy?
That's what it is.
They have
It's
pho.
food addiction. This is food addiction.
Yeah.
It's got me entertained. For what it's worth, I'm entertained. I'm easy to entertain sometimes. I mean, I'm entertained because I'm making fun of it, but
The reception is gonna be like, didn't you just order food?
you're very welcome. Yeah, exactly. Didn't you
Rice
just order
noodles
food?
and coconut milk.
I looked it up. That's that's a little over $40 American.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good amount of money for one person a day on food. You can eat pretty darn well off that. You can do like
My hair
2
showing?
restaurants a day off that.
This freaking hijab. Sorry.
Uh,
When I use my neck.
I don't mind once in a while.
With my hair a bit. Thanks for letting me know. Get something spicy for sickness. This thing.
It's a late night.
Okay, I'm not gonna use this right now.
I'm staying out late tonight.
You didn't see the hair? You got married?
I didn't think it was, it's crazy to think, but at 1,400 baht, and for anybody unaware of the exchange rate, I looked it up, it's about 41 American dollars. I think at $41, she might actually lose weight because that's probably a little less than what she normally spends.
Your toxic ex keeps calling you? Tell him to go fly a duck. Okay, let me check the pho.
Okay,
They have
yeah, for
spring
you
rolls
folks,
here.
it's still early. I forget
Yes.
sometimes. I forget how early it is over there.
Fermented pork. Excuse me? Excuse me?
Fermented pork. Maybe that's good.
Chicken pho noodles.
Foodie needs it. Absolutely. She needs some proteins. With Foodie does not get enough protein in her diet relative to the other stuff. Because in reality, she probably does have enough protein. She just has too much of everything else. But if you look at it proportionally, she has much less protein proportionally to the fat and the carbs. Like she'll have a giant thing of rice, a giant thing of cheese, and maybe just like a little piece of chicken.
What do I get?
Barely.
Anything eggs?
Yeah, some multivitamins would be a good start. Yeah, agreed. Oh, and let me also say welcome in to anybody who's come in late. If I missed you by chance, thank you also to all of the lurkers and to all of my awesome mod team and all you chatters. You're awesome people. You do a lot to make this show fun for me. Oh, and also anybody watching the replay, thank you very much to you too as well. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Yeah, agreed. It's just her
They have
addiction.
these fresh spring rolls.
It's
are
her
my
addiction.
favorite. Do they have peanut sauce? They better have peanut sauce.
It's the food addiction, I think. It's just that craving to eat at all times.
I don't know what I want.
It's a terrible habit. Hippie, it's one of those things where I like the idea of it, but I've heard that like they don't really do like I've heard that some places it's very unsanitary. So that's the only thing. Like I like the idea of it, but I'd be concerned if it was a sanitary, you know.
I don't want a banh mi. It's pork. Well, they have a vegetarian one. They eat a lot of pork in this culture, I notice.
They blocked you.
Mashed boots.
You know, Foodie is such a punk with
Salah
that
had
stuff.
mashed boots and he threw away the pickles because... Or maybe he saved them. I have to ask him. Did you? What did you do? Yum.
It does seem like a good deal. I'm
It's
sorry to hear
not-
that, Wookiee lover. That's something I know that some of the older folks have that mentality where they think that eating something will help you feel better if you don't feel well. That's unfortunately not true.
Fishbowl.
Probably.
Yeah, halal. Soup.
Yep.
Pork ribs. That's real halal.
Agreed. And every day, like 5
Chicken
times a
soup,
day.
but there's like veins in it.
Oh yeah, another thing. She has this room here. She has this fridge, but there's not even a microwave. Like that means she can't even reheat stuff. So she has to basically order all the food to get it delivered because she can't heat anything herself. For somebody who likes to eat, that's not very good. Right? That's her porn.
Beef soup with large onions. No thanks.
Oh yes, please. Thank you very much.
Chicken feet soup.
Yes, please. Likes
Try
always
the
help
chicken
out.
foot soup. You can see the bones. Zaza chicken.
Yeah, I don't really do a good job breaking down the sodium. I do a good job with the calories, but I really don't cover that as well. And I've got a feeling it's probably off the charts.
Potato chicken soup. Spicy seasoned chicken broth. That sounds good.
I get that impression
Let's see
too.
this place.
It gives her something to not think about.
Chicken soup with veins. Do they have juice here though?
Welcome in, Reginald, Sultan of Scat. Hope you're having a good night.
Spring rolls. Hey, Missy Med, you can't get like everything all at one place. That's the problem.
Right? She'd say, she'd say, oh, it's boring. Yeah, this food's not bad, but it's boring. It's not really what I want. It needs some cheese. It needs some ketchup. She would if she couldn't pour ketchup and cheese on it, she wouldn't like it.
A fresh juice. The frickin' hell. Chicken thigh.
Price is the only thing that will get Foodie to eat less. The only time where Foodie will not eat enough for an entire family is if the food is just too expensive. Like when she went to that place where they charged her by weight and it was like $50 for that plate of food she got.
Ovaltine and butter. What?
It's sad.
Excuse me.
Interesting. Right? It needs some barbecue sauce and some cheese.
Oh.
She couldn't do it. She would get delirious.
Missy Man, welcome to Very Important Features. Ready, set, eat.
The corn
Ready,
up.
set, eat.
Right? That's what Foodie
I
uses.
never had chicken feet. What if I hate it?
Oh, okay.
Chicken foot and spring rolls.
She's just being lazy.
Chicken feet with extra toenails.
Oh, no problem. No
Pickled
problem.
pig's feet, no.
I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out pretty soon anyway.
I miss Salah. Don't forget to drink your Ovaltine. How can I live this way? Can you get it without toenails? No. They keep the friggin' toenails in. Red sausage, fried chicken. What? Rice noodles and coconut milk.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
want
Barbecue
him
sauce
here.
is tasty, but you can't, but it's full of sugar. You shouldn't put it
Wonton
on everything.
soup. Yum. I'm so sad.
And that's another thing is in places where they haggle, the first price they give you is inflated because they're going to expect you to cut them down a little bit, so they give you a higher price to start. So if you just agree to pay the first price, you're ripping yourself off. Yes, and
Yeah,
the
what?
pickles. That's right. You should throw the pickles on
Chicken
too.
soup with lime and some spring rolls. Yeah. I don't really want chicken feet, sorry, but...
Oh, I actually had a friend who was Chinese, and he ate chicken feet, and he said they were okay. He said there was very little meat on them.
What? I can't find like a normal soup.
You can't find a normal soup.
Wonton soup? Halal? Let's put chicken soup. Halal.
Oh, God.
Thanks, Tia Maria. Tia Marie.
You think it's just a
That's what
psychological
you're
block
saying.
she has?
I can't imagine going out right now.
Yeah, Foodie is not going to be handling this trip well. I don't think she has. I think maybe she'll make it a week at most before she has to check herself into a
What's
hospital
this?
or something. That's a good point. Microwaves have gotten
Okay,
cheap.
hold on, guys.
They used to be expensive. They've gotten
Macaroni and
cheap.
chicken soup.
Oh, wow.
Chicken soup. Look at this. There's like a whole leg in there.
That's what's going to happen. She's eventually not going to be able to eat.
There's like the whole leg. What happened to chicken breast?
She doesn't like the
Is that
chicken soup
anymore?
because there's a whole leg in it.
It's expensive also.
I think so too. Something's going to give out. I don't know what part
Why
of
is
it.
it
but-
expensive? What grosses you out? Oh, the chicken leg, yeah. Like when the skin is boiled and not hard. No, I can't. Pad Thai with shrimp. Just get a Thai soup? Okay. You mean tom yum soup? I really don't know what to get. Oh. This is halal.
I mean,
Chicken
she
soup,
kind of needs help for
potato
carrying
chicken
stuff
soup.
at
Oh, but they
least.
don't have juice.
Agreed.
Islam restaurant. Oh. What is this? I don't want...
As long as you're smart about it, I mean, it's something I believe that as long as you're smart about it and you eat right and you're healthy, that's something that you can handle very well, long term from what I've heard.
You know what I want? Mango sticky rice. And... spring rolls. Spring rolls. And peanut sauce.
I'm sorry to hear that though, Elise. You're tough, but that's gotta be unpleasant though.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry I'm so annoying. What do they have to drink? Yum. Okay. Yeah, 7-Eleven is the court. I have to go outside for 7-Eleven.
It's crazy. She's crazy with the eating.
I can get fresh spring rolls.
She's just been staring at food for the last like 20 minutes. This is just, Foodie is just so wild with her eating.
What do you think?
I mean, if anybody's not aware, if anybody just came in, she literally ate not even 30 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago tops, 2 giant bagels with cream cheese.
Should I bother?
This is, right? The other 30% is sleeping. 9:27. She can make anybody sleepy.
What do you guys think? Okay, so fresh spring rolls with shrimp and peanut sauce.
I want to have a good place to break it. I don't want to just end it right in the middle here, but come on, Foodie, make up your mind.
Orange Jeed. What is Jeed?
Orange Jeed. What is Jeed? Oh, is it? I don't know. Like this little thing on her left side over here?
No, it's only 9.
I'm not sure. That could just be a
know,
dry skin.
Bugs.
It's like an addict thinking about their next high. She has a fridge, so she absolutely could get something.
I should go to 7-Eleven.
Natter was in her chat? Oh man, that's something that I'm just about to go, but that is an interesting fact. Welcome in, Miss, by the way. All right, everybody. Actually, it's 10:30, and I run the show an extra 45 minutes tonight. So I hopefully everybody really enjoyed it, but I really do have to get some rest. I'm gonna go and send you off to Hannibal's. I will be over there to visit for just a little bit, but I don't think I'll be able to stay too late tonight. Miss, thank you for coming in, but I'm right about to sign off. But hopefully I'll see you around again next week. And if you enjoy the show, please click that subscribe button, and you will be notified of the next live. Good night, everybody. Good night, Skinny Queen. Good night, Dot. Oh, I'm sorry you just came in, Dot, but you know what? Good to see you, and hopefully I will see you around after this. Let's see here. Type 1. Well, at least you're being smart about it, right? You're doing the best you can. All right, everybody. Yes, you have a wonderful evening. Feel good, everybody. Good night, Dorsey, and hopefully you're feeling good. All right, good night, everybody. I'm going to put on my little music and see you off. That is crazy if that's true. I am so here for this, though. All right, everybody. Good night, good night, good night. Everybody have a wonderful time, and I will see you all. Oh, thank you for everybody for coming in. Appreciate it. Yes, I had a lot of fun tonight. I think this was a great show, everybody. Good night.